What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe and definitely join the channel, become a member, and also drop a like on the video. So let's get into it. You guys see the graphics, you see the title. Um, the Brooklyn Nets starting lineup. I mean, this is for the 24-25 season. Now, there's a bunch of different ways that the Brooklyn Nets can actually really go with this. So let's look into what some of these media pundits actually really believes that the Nets starting lineup should look like. Now, it should be one of the worst lineups out there, so they can actually lose and really get this draft pick over here, like a Cooper Fly, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper. I mean, if they can get a 1 through 5, I think they'll actually just be good in general. You got the Drizzy kid. What's going on, man? So it says we need to start Ben because Dennis high. So the whole point, Jonathan, what's going on? The whole point, Drizzy, is to lose, man. You know, we don't want to actually really win. Now we could start Ben Simmons, but even if he's 100% healthy, we can't finish with him. You know, so we only want him playing like 20 to 25 minutes a game. If we want to bring him back on a vet minimum, that's fine though. So let's get into this. I'm gonna get into my reasons. I think why they should actually really kind of go with this starting lineup over here. So number one, they got Dennis Schroeder as your point guard. This is a sure way to actually lose. He's a horrible defender. He's too small. He's 6 feet, 165 pounds. With all the switching that they actually do, you constantly got to actually send help. And thus, that will leave 3-point shooters wide open. All right. So, the way these guys actually shoot the three ball today in today's NBA, it's important. It's important to actually really kind of guard your own position for the most part. Now, when I say defense, I'm not saying shut anyone down. I'm not saying you're going to hold somebody to 0 points. But again, key word is efficiency. Efficiency. So with Dennis Schroeder over there, let's say we have, let's say, what's the point guard? Let's say, Cade Cunningham, right? If they don't send any help, man, I mean, Cade Cunningham's going for like 24, 25 points on like 14 to 15 shot attempts. I mean, this is how bad of a defender Dennis Schroeder will actually be, man. So this is why you see a lot of help and guys getting wide open, man. So it says Schroeder's a perfect veteran to have with this young net squad entering his 12th NBA season. The German point guard is 6'1". Oh, I thought it was 6 feet. All right, 6'7" wingspan. He can distribute, defend, and score when needed. But he will mostly be a mentor to the younger players in Brooklyn. Schroeder, I say get rid of him, man. Like especially after this season. Yeah, he's horrible. He's a horrible defender. You just look at the other point guards around the NBA, and and just try to measure up to those guys. And you say, hey, we don't need, especially in the future, we don't need it. It will be gosh, man, food stamps, man, Jesus. All right, so Cam Thomas will be number 2 over here. He should start. And since Thomas is the face of the franchise, now that Bridges has departed from the Nets, averaging 22.5 points last season, there's a reason to expect another jump to the 22-year-old scoring numbers. I don't know. I say by 3, maybe he gets to like 25 points a game. But it just depends on. He's going to have to shoot a lot of shots, man. I mean, a lot of shots just to try to even get this team really to actually, put up points, man. He's your only that kind of multi-dimensional player. A lot of the other guys is like pretty much like one-dimensional. They have one thing that really got them into the NBA, So if you actually take that away, then they're kind of rendered useless there. All right, so yeah, same thing with Cam Thomas is really kind of the defense. We'll see if he can actually get a little stronger. But I was watching him last year. It's just like guys can kind of do whatever they want really against him. He's not really kind of like put up any kind of resistance when it actually comes to defense. And also he has to try to carry this team too. So even if his defense does improve somewhat, I mean, it's hard to actually have to carry an offense and then go out there and try to defend on a high level. So Jalen Wilson over here, we got to see. I mean, we need to see him if if this team's actually really going to actually win, we need to see him become like one of those high percentage, like kind of one-on-one players. I mean, like ball handling, footwork, being able to like post up smaller. Like if you can get a switch, let's say if you can get a smaller guard on him, and playmaking. So this is all of all the components of every actual really really good player, all star caliber player right there. So yeah, summer league is 21 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 1 assist in 5 games. If he can get to like 3 assists, 3, 4, maybe the Brooklyn Nets have something over here, man. So he showed flashes last season, but he looks to make an impact more with more opportunities in 2024, 25 as a versatile forward. All right, so Noah Clowney is a small sample size, and this is what I keep trying to tell people, man. I know a lot of people are really excited about Clowney, and hey, I was the one that really kind of started the whole Clowney bandwagon, man. To really kind of start him last year, but again, he only shot, I think, in college was 28% from threes, and we saw a limited sample size of him. Let's see what happens if he actually gets like larger minutes, like 35 minutes. And again, one dimensional, can shoot the three, and he's going to need somebody to really kind of take attention away from him. Putting the ball on the floor. I was watching a couple of summer league games. Yeah, it's not ready for that, man. So like, if they run him off the 3-point line, 1-2 dribble pull-ups, can he actually do that? That's the next evolution of his game over there, man. So it says Clowney would pair well as a 6'10" floor spacer next to Nicholas Claxton. All right, so that brings us to the next and final starter over here, and a projected starter. And it says, I don't know how this pairing is actually going to work, man, because you got one guy averaging 12 points a game and 11.8, well, rounded up 12, and you have another guy. I just he hasn't really shown much of like an offensive threat or anything like that. He's still going to be playing the 5 position. We need to see him shoot. Try to put the ball on the floor. If you got these big centers, it's going to kind of be hard for him to like kind of finish and explode through contact. He's like 215 pounds, and he's going up against like a linebacker. And like, let's say Joel Embiid or Nurkic or Jakob Poeltl. These guys pretty much can actually hold their position. So let me get the link up in here, man. I've talked enough. Let me let you guys get up in here. Let me get your opinion on it. Do you agree? Do you disagree with me? Anybody's more than welcome to come on up in here. And then we'll go to the bench over here because it's interesting to see. They got some veterans over here that you got. I want to see really kind of more like Zaire Williams. I would like to see him get into the starting lineup and see if we can actually really truly develop him. We've seen this starting lineup pretty much with Jalen Wilson. These guys are role players. Jalen Wilson's a role player. I think he was picked I think he was a 2nd-round pick. It's possible. But I would like to see more. Let me let Jonathan get up in here, man. Hold on, he's not connected yet. Yo, Jonathan, what's good? What's good, baby? What's going on?
Yo, BK, what's going on, my friend? How you doing?
What's going on with you, man?
Just relaxing, man. After a decent day, minus the rain.
Which we
How you
needed.
doing?
Bring the humidity down.
Oh yeah, bring that temperature down a little bit for sure,
Yep.
man. Good topic tonight. We've been talking about hypothetical rotations, depending on if the vets moved or not. I think really whoever's starting between Ben and Dennis, I think it should be a competition this summer just to see who can help right now. Unless Dennis is traded, same. Well, Ben's not probably going anywhere. Johnson, same thing with him. I heard through Clutch Sports that Sean Marks is holding out for 2 first-round draft picks for Johnson, and I don't think you're going to get that this offseason, so he's probably going to be with that team unless something changes. I think Dorian has the higher chance to move right now because his value is in the middle. I think you don't want to wait too long with him or else you're not going to get much back, so I would definitely try to trade him now. But, yeah, I definitely see Johnson starting
All right, how
lineup
many
with
draft picks are you going to get, man? You can't develop all these guys at one time, Jonathan.
Well, that's Sean Marks. I don't understand what his obsession is with
You
two
want
with
to get you want to
Johnson.
get rid of all the veterans and have a whole bunch of young guys. You need
No,
balance, man.
no. Listen, I understand if we're keeping some of them till the deadline to raise their values up. I understand that, but there's also if any one of them gets an injury, the values go down even more, and then we're kind of just taking back what we can get. I understand Johnson's under contract, but there are teams that are going to want him. I mean, you can look at a team like the Warriors. If they miss out on Laurie Marketing, they're probably going to pivot to a team like Brooklyn because they only have Steph and Draymond, so they're going to need another guy to help with offense, which Johnson could fit, or a vet like Doe. There's going to be teams looking for these two guys, so we really just got to see how the playing field shapes out. But there's still a lot of moves left to be made right now in the offseason, so we'll see how the market dictates whether Johnson or Doe stay longer than they should. Honestly,
All right, all right. Let me let Pod Thorn get up in here, man. Pod Thorn before
Hawthorne,
Rush comes in.
what's going on,
Pod
brother?
Thorn, so what you got, man? What you think about this starting lineup over here, man? You got Gary coming in. All right, so Pod
Gary,
Thorn ain't ready. All right, Gary,
hey
what's going
Gary,
on,
hey
bro?
Hawthorne.
What up, y'all? What up?
I'm trying to. All right, Pod Thorn. Yeah, who's that? Gary or Pod Thorn? Who's this? All right, so Gary, what's going on, man? So what do you think about the starting lineup over here, man?
A lot's gonna factor in, right? Like, I mean, are Dorian Finney-Smith and Cam Johnson gonna be here when the season starts? That matters.
I mean, I would play them in limited spurts. You know, like I would, because like you know, you don't have to. If you just get a whole bunch of young guys, I mean, it would be a long rebuild, man. A long rebuild because it's like you got to really teach these guys the game. Like, there's only one basketball, man. Not everybody's gonna be the guy, you know, and a lot of these guys may think they're the guy, and they have to sacrifice. I mean, you see the struggle on Team USA a little bit, you know, even though they'll probably be fine. But, you know, you got all these talented guys on one team. You know, somebody has to sacrifice.
No, I agree. But if you want to trade Cam Johnson and Finney-Smith, like if you want to trade them during the season, don't you kind of have to play them so that they have value, right? So you don't kill the value by benching them.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great point, Gary. So maybe we got to rethink the starting lineup. And I guess start Ben, I guess, and he should be able to get Dorian Finney-Smith wide open and Cam Johnson wide open, so they actually look really good, and then pull the plug.
I would try to get him off to a good start. Try to get Cam Johnson a bunch of shots, and then try to trade. I think they're going to trade Finney-Smith before the season starts. Like, I think he's going to be traded within a week. Like, I really do. Cam Johnson, it's tough because what's his value really? Like, we know Finney-Smith's a winner. He can fit in any offense. He can defend. Cam Johnson, if you look at like the trade, like, do you think we can get Keldon Johnson for him? And if so, is that a trade you make? Isn't that kind of like a sideways trade?
What Keldon? What team he's on? He's on
San Antonio.
San Antonio. Yeah.
You trade him for assets. You trade him for picks.
The only problem
is, and it's picks and young players.
Yeah, but can you get 2 firsts? Because apparently Sean Marks wants 2 firsts for Johnson, which kind of like puts a lot of teams at like, I don't want to do that right now. That's a little worrisome.
You gotta get some lottery balls if possible, whether in 2025 or 2026, and you call it a day. Like they're trying to fleece him, and everybody's playing a Texas Hold'em,
right?
But eventually, they're gonna, like, the season is gonna start, and these contending teams are gonna have to pay. They don't want to add contracts. Like, that's the other thing about this new CBA. There's no more middle class. You can forget about the middle class now. But, you know, so a lot of people don't want to carry those 20, 22 million, 20, 24 million, like the contracts that DSJ and
they don't want a team that's set up like Boston. They want like they want a finals going 6 and 7. Like, nobody was able to really match up to Boston. So the NBA doesn't really want that. You have 5 guys that can get you 30 points, man, and that's starting. That's tough to overcome right there.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think the benefit for Brooklyn is I think all four of Johnson, Dorian, Schroeder, and Bogdanovich, they could all help contending teams. So you're going to get good value back for either one of them, whether it's second-round picks, a light, easy prospect player. Like, the Nets have options with where they want to trade these guys to. I definitely wouldn't trade them off the bat
You know what,
unless
Jonathan? I
there's
heard you
enticing
wrong, man.
offers.
I heard from a content creator earlier today that Bogey can actually really help this team get into the playoffs, man.
Yeah, no, but BK. I wonder who this content
not playing
creator is.
Who said that?
BK.
Can you tell me who said that?
Bogey is like
I don't want
38.
to start no shit. I don't want to
I
start
know
no
who it is.
What
I
does it
know who he's
rhyme with?
talking about,
What does it
Gary. I
rhyme
know who
with?
he's talking
No, you
about.
don't even say that. What does it rhyme with? You want to put it in the private chat so we don't say it out loud?
You know what? You know what rhymes with shalom?
I heard over there. I was like, "What was it? What?" I was scratching my head, man. I was like, "Hold on."
No, I heard. I was on a little bit. I was watching what was going on with that. The take was, let's just say, it was
That was
summarization
bad,
of
bro.
everything we've heard so far. Yo, hey, dude.
Hey, question,
We're
fellas.
gonna get good value back. Wait, you go, Potter. You go, Potter.
No, I was gonna ask John. I'm driving to Philly. I didn't have a chance to look. Did Jordi win versus Spain?
Yeah, they
Yes,
won.
they
won,
swept
right?
3-0. Hey, listen, I'll say this about Jordi.
Be careful on Kensington Avenue. I don't want you getting stuck with a needle or anything like that. All right? Just be careful over there, man.
Good.
No, I'll say this about
I'm
Jordi.
going to see. I'm going to see some all the best top talent, high school talent. That's
Cool.
there's a tournament that my cousin, who's a high school coach down here in Philly, he invited me because he knows I'm scouting for the Nets right now, and so we're
Okay.
gonna tomorrow I'm gonna be able to watch, tomorrow and Sunday I'm gonna be able to watch all the best talent in the country coming in, to compete, the summer games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I saw Ace Cooper the other day. I mean, excuse me, Ace Bailey the other day.
Okay.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, that's the guy for us, man. That's the guy. Grew up in Jersey. He's too young to have gone to Nets game and remembered, but I think he was born in 07, which makes me feel like I'm fucking a million years old. But
Okay. Yeah.
This kid, man,
07?
this something like that, 06, 07. He's 18. He's young. Yo,
we're gonna get into the draft picks and because I wanted to get into that the last stream, man. But that last stream was kind of insane.
No,
Towards
BK,
the
you
last
know what we
30
should
minutes.
do for some of our streams? We should definitely do like a breakdown of each of the top 5 potential draft picks. Like do one on Cooper, one on Ace, instead of trying to always do it all together.
Right now. We're gonna get into that in a
I
little
was
bit.
replaying. I was replaying.
yeah, I'm making it
stream,
a priority to see
It
Traore.
was crazy, right,
I
DJ?
haven't seen him yet.
No, it was wild.
it
That
was
last stream was
crazy.
wild, man.
All right, let me let LM go and then DJ. LM, go ahead, man.
No, I was just listening to your talk.
So the starting lineups. You like the starting 5, man? You think it's enough to lose or and get us a top pick or?
I mean, I don't know about top pick. I mean, everything is a gamble. We just because we lose doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna get one.
No, 1 through 5
But
is fine, man. I mean, I'm happy with Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey. The Nolan Troyer. I'm not sure.
Let's go.
Yeah,
if we can get top, listen, if we can
Traore.
get top,
Traore.
if we
Yeah,
can get top 5, that'd be great. I mean, somebody said in the comment section, Detroit has been losing for years, and they've always leaned at that 5. But
Yeah.
I
So you're
mean, at the same
guaranteed the
time,
top 3. You're guaranteed the top 3 if you're the worst, right?
right?
And hopefully the Nets will be the worst. That'll guarantee us top 3. And I don't know what it is, man. I feel like the NBA owes us one. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna, the basketball gods is gonna give us a miracle, man, and we'll get another kid up there.
Potter, it's not about us being owed. It's if we use strategy this season, the things should work out in our favor. We have a high chance of doing, if we do strategy-wise, the right moves this season, which we are doing right now. Don't always have to be a lucky or fortunate draw,
I'm more
Just gotta do
talking
things
about
right
stuff
away for
we
us.
can't control, John. Like the wishful thinking stuff because we've got 4 picks, right? We've got four picks, and then we got second rounders that are close to being,
right.
first round picks. You can't really trade up in this draft. I'm not really expecting that, but I'm just hoping that one of these people's picks that we're holding, bottoms out. That's my dream.
Yeah, all right. Let me
Yeah,
let
man.
DJ, you go ahead, man. What
Well,
do you think about this starting lineup over here, man? You think it's guaranteed to get into the lottery? They lose a lot of games. What do you think, man?
Regardless of who's in that lineup, we're gonna lose a lot of games, regardless, bro. So I think
strategically,
we is gonna get into the lottery. It's just I just don't trust Sean Marks, bro. That's my only problem.
Yeah, he's been pretty decent
Right.
so far, though. I know about his past, but those
I'm
were
fine with the
like,
lineup, though. I thought CJ was gonna start. I didn't think Jalen Wilson was gonna start.
well, these are what they actually feel, man. They should
I'm cool
start
with either
CJ.
one, though. I would probably start just for the shooting. I'd probably start CJ, but
Nah,
Yeah.
Cam Johnson's out of here. I can't see him being with the team.
You think before the season starts he's gone? Before the season starts?
Yeah,
I think about it.
he's playing a game of chicken right now.
I would hope before.
I want him to. They should at least
I would hope before, but
improve his trade value though. Let him improve his trade value so that we can.
I'll be honest with you. I think Johnson probably has to
be gone. That's why I think he has to be gone before the season starts because his trade value can only go backwards if we're doing what we need to be doing.
But hang on,
that's not. I mean, if he balls out, no, that's not true.
Right.
If he balls out.
What if he's
out? If he balls out, then we could be winning games that we're not supposed to be winning.
No,
we're
that's
supposed
not,
to
that's
lose
not
and lose a lot.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
I mean,
you've
seen players ball out and they don't win the games, though.
Yeah, why can't he score 20 a game and the Nets lose every night? You know what I'm saying?
That's not one man is not going to get you.
Oh no, that would be a great outcome, Gary. But here's the thing, too. I think out of the 4 vets, Johnson probably has the highest value. But for holding out for 2 picks, I think you should hold out for 1 pick in 2 seconds at this point. I wouldn't hold out for 2 first, though. I don't think any team can jump on that.
I want to get a player. I want Keldon Johnson or Isaac Okoro in a pick. I'd rather have the player than
I'd be fine with a young guy like a Chet Howard at this point. Magic. I think Magic
for sure. Yeah.
I didn't offer Johnson and Schroeder, but here's the thing: Magic don't have a veteran point guard on this, and they have a lot of young guards. They need a veteran point guard to play the backup role on the team. I think if you could flip Johnson and Dennis to them for some good capital and Jet Howard and another guy. No, I think they could. Man.
On that, how much is he getting paid this season?
Who Schroeder? Wait, who DJ?
He's on
14 million, I think. He's around 14 million.
Why do that when they could just let his contract expire over here and then just go sign him in free agency?
I think you could get some type of value back for Schroeder, honestly. I don't think it's going to be high, but I don't think it's going to be bad value you can get back for him.
I'll take the Isaac Okoro deal, though. I think I'll take any player right now, bro. To be honest,
I'm surprised that Okoro is only making 10 million. Apparently, his new contract is only 10, 11 million. That's actually a bargain deal. I thought he'd want more than that. So if they want to do dough for Isaac in 3 seconds, that's not a bad deal. He kind of fits where we're going for right now.
Isaac's game, but I mean, he has potential. I mean, I'll take.
He's like a young dough. We're essentially trading old dough for young dough.
Yeah, and he's shorter too. He's shorter.
Yeah, but he would fit what Jordi wants. I think what Sean wants to do this season is surround young defenders with potential around him. He wants, I think, to create a defensive identity first and then work on offense. That's why I think these moves are.
Let me ask DJ something because I was on another Nets content creator, man. They were saying it was making a hard case for Dennis Schroeder to be the starting point guard from now until whatever. What do you think, man?
So now to win?
The next 3 years.
Nah, bro.
That's 3 years. I don't think it's 3 years. I don't think it's 3 years.
Nah, that's crazy.
Are we rebuilding that long? How about a year and a half? Max. I'm not going 2 years.
Typically take 4 or 5 years.
Nah, I think the Nets are aiming for a 3 to 4. I think you could start Dennis for 2, but I wouldn't do year 3. I'd have him backup role if he's 3 times.
Why are we starting this? To me, this year should be bad, right? And then next year you can be much better if the guys progress the way that you want them to, because you'll have cap space. So let's say you trade for an Okoro or Keldon Johnson or Jet Howard, right? So you get another young player with the players that you have. Then you draft Ace Bailey or Cooper Flagg, and you have $100 million in cap space to go get a guy like Aaron Gordon or Brandon Ingram. Like, you don't have to be bad that many. This year's going to be bad, right? Like, next year, you're probably not going to really compete, but you shouldn't be that bad if you don't want to.
You should stay away from Ingram, Gary. You want $200 million, man. I'd stay away from Ingram.
I want Ingram. Because we can get him. Like, you're gonna have to overpay him, like Houston.
But $200 million, though, Gary, that's overkill,
Gary,
man.
bro.
That's overkill.
$200 million is crazy.
Yeah, he hasn't been healthy though.
I like
he's not. His skill tells you like he's worth.
I mean, Gary, if you had 2 stars on this team, you can give Ingram the bag. But we don't have any stars right now. It would be pointless to give him the money. Yeah, we kind of be financially hurting ourselves.
But hang on, you will have 2 stars. You'll have Ace Bailey. Let's say hypothetically, let's say we draft Ace Bailey. You'll have Ace Bailey and Brandon Ingram. Like, look at that. Like,
but that's not much better though. That's not acting.
Offensively, it would be fun, but defensively, there'd be a lot of room for error though too. I don't know if that's gonna work.
That would clash. That would clash. You need a point guard.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, and then they pretty much play the same position.
You can get a point guard. Like, we can.
We need to solve that 1 and that 3 position. Like, for real. That's the 2 positions I think we need to focus on, because
like if
I was the Nets,
you need another center. I do believe.
If I was the Nets and we got Ace or Cooper, I would use one of those draft picks for a point guard and like around the 20 selection mark. I try to get a young point guard to develop on his team. If we decide to draft Harper, that should be a priority.
Right now, I would trade Ben Simmons for Lonzo Ball and extend Lonzo Ball before the season starts, so you can get him for cheap.
Nah,
I brought that up.
Nah, I'm not extending him before.
They're saying he's healthy, bro. They're saying he's healthy.
Nah, man, no.
Bro.
You gotta put.
You gotta see it on the court.
Chair on that knee first.
Yeah,
once the season starts, so you can't extend him. You have to extend him before the season starts.
No,
they saying Ben is healthy. So I mean,
okay, you know that.
He only has 1 year left, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he has 1 year.
That's like opening the box of Lucky Charms, man. The luck is not on his side.
I'm not.
So you have more faith in Lonzo balling out, coming back more than Ben?
I ain't gonna lie.
Honestly, I think Lonzo would fit with the young guys on this team. He wouldn't have to do too much the first year. He could kind of just get reacclimated with playing again. But he would definitely help these guys where we don't have to look for a point guard a year from now, potentially, if he could be healthy. Like, there's upside there a little bit.
I think he's going to go to the West.
No, good for bringing that up, Gary. Good for bringing that up, man. That's a possible. I mean, that's where Ben's trade value is. Lonzo Ball. There's not really anybody else that I think would work a deal out with us for Ben at this point, even if he is healthy. Like, that's not a worst case scenario.
Ending up on the Spurs before he ends up over here.
For what, like a second round pick, like salary dump?
I mean, what can we give them? What can we give the Chicago Bulls to go get? I mean, what can we give them?
Like second round picks. Like we could attach maybe 2 second round picks to Ben Simmons.
Ben, though. That's the thing.
It's an impossible dream. It's not happening.
But this is what I'm saying. Chicago is tanking too, so Chicago will take him to take on the expiring contract, like Jonathan said.
We want the expiring.
I don't think anybody really wants Ben though, regardless. Like nobody really wants.
They'll send him home like we.
Well, here's the good thing.
Nah, you could get Ben in the free agency next year for like the vet minimum. If you want Ben next year, like it doesn't. There's nothing to cheat for. You can sign him,
and then they take him on, and
you know what? One advantage,
like $40 million.
No, you know what? One advantage is if the Bulls take on his contract, they're gonna have open salary space next year where they can take on bad contracts for draft capital. The Bulls have to start getting capital. Like they really missed out on a lot of draft assets trading away DeMar and Caruso for like nothing essentially. So that could be advantageous to take on Ben's contract a little bit. You could take on more bad contracts a year from now for capital actually. That's an alternative option for them to think about.
Why would we give up a draft pick? Why would we give up a draft pick when we're tanking, right? And we want the salary cap space. Not that we're gonna use it in 2025. We're gonna use it in 2026. We're gonna pick high in the draft the next 2 years. This year more strategically. Next year more organically, because you're going to be starting. You might have 2 rookie starters in your starting 5 next year. So you know what I'm saying? All you got to do is
Yeah.
relax. Let Ben
I think
I just don't like
contract
that
fall off,
backcourt.
and you move forward.
next year I think what we should do, and if I don't know if Sean Mark's gonna do it, is next year I think we should try to play some chess. Try to be more so like Boston and Houston in terms of what they did to us. To John's point, if I'm looking at any bad teams that are going to be there next year, and I'm trying to get one of those picks. So at least next year, if we land on Ace or whatever or Cooper this year, you don't necessarily have to tank because you have another team's pick. So if that team is doing bad, we can be in a position as to where we could try to compete for like a playoff spot or whatever, but at the same time, the pick that we got from a worse team like a Clippers pick or something, that pick might land us into that, possible top 10 lottery pick, whatever the case may be. Just as a backup, I don't think Nets fans want to see us tanking in 2026. I think at this point they probably we get it this year because of Cooper and stuff, but I think they want to see us at least try to take steps in the right direction and at least possibly reach some sort of plan or some sort of playoff spot. Who knows? But I don't know. I know the 2026 draft is elite as well with AJ and Boozer and all these other guys coming in, but uh, I mean, tanking for 2 years. I mean, I don't
No,
know.
it's this year
You
we're
see it a lot
tanking.
with other teams though.
This year we're tanking. Next year, what we're doing is we're developing, and I'm telling you, you're gonna have 2 rookies in that starting lineup.
Probably.
One of the top picks, and then one of the other 3 first rounders we have, right? So you're gonna have
Okay.
2 of those guys are gonna be in the starting lineup, and just from them just learning how to play, you know what I'm saying, and coming together, they're gonna be one of the bottom teams. But it's gonna be fun to watch because you get to watch your future superstar grow, and
Yeah.
then next year you also have the Knicks pick lot next year. You know what I'm saying? They're eventually gonna combust, like internally combust. Like that something's gonna happen with them. So if it's not this year, next year they might give you something. And so you're still building. Then in 2026, you're also gonna add your free agent. You're gonna know what you have in young players, and now you could add a free agent. Maybe it's a free agent point guard. Maybe it's a free agent, I don't know, top center. I don't know. But you'll have your choice because it's New York City, and you can always just attract players to come play with young talent. The place.
The Knicks were saying that for years, man. Remember, they were a bad organization. Like the
Yeah, but
Nets
we're not the
actually
Knicks
shown.
though.
But they got
Well, technically, we kind of like the
Are we even going to be bad? I don't even think they're going to be bad 2026. Like,
Who you
I
talking
don't
about?
know.
Oh,
What?
The Knicks.
BK, the
I
Knicks
don't think the
got
Knicks going to be
stars to
bad
come here.
Yeah, I'm
2026.
talking about in the 2000s though. Like, yeah,
They
go ahead,
got
Gary.
Stoudemire, they got Melo. They just were horrible at putting pieces around them. Like they would draft Kevin Knox
God,
and
they're not-
Ntilikina. Like they
You know,
got
it
stars to
wasn't
come here.
it wasn't like it was the owner that was really bad. He was
Yeah,
just
it was
making
the
the
owner,
organization
yeah.
look bad.
Yeah.
You know, that
The
was
whole-
wasn't the team. Like, you know, it was just really the owner.
The whole thing is bad. Listen, they always do this. They get the team hype, they get the city hype, and then they fall apart.
But they've been good
that's
for
not-
like the last 3 years now, bro.
No, they haven't. They
Yeah,
missed the
not
playoffs
3 years.
They missed the playoffs 3 years ago. What are you
Wasn't
talking
they
about?
they was in the playoffs with Julius Randle and RJ Barrett and all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
and
time.
they-
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
missed the playoff the next year. Then they got Jalen.
So
Now-
you think that the Knicks are gonna miss the playoffs next year?
That's their pattern. It's not me just
He's
saying
right about that.
Dude,
They're never good 2 years in a row. Like, he's not wrong.
It's the
Like,
Hawthorne
Yeah, but they didn't.
algorithm.
But all right,
I'm
but
giving
Gary,
you
you can
20.
understand the fact that
I'm
that was
giving
a
you
bad
20
roster.
years
Though.
of
Like that's the thing that he's leaving out though.
son. They went to the finals with Latrell Sprewell and Marcus Camby, and the
Bro,
next
that
year
was
they
mad long
traded.
ago, bro.
Yo, but that's how often they do this shit. This is what they
But
do. I
like
could
they
go
didn't
back.
have, they didn't. But the thing is though, like you trying to say like when they got if they got Jalen Brunson on the roster, bro, they not bro. I don't believe that. I can't believe
Doesn't
that.
Yo, Jalen Brunson is not Carmelo Anthony. I don't care
They
what
had,
nobody
they had Carmelo
and
for
they missed,
years, and they were
they missed the
trash. Right?
That
playoffs.
roster,
They had
Gary, that
Phil
roster
Jackson.
was trash though. But
No, I
Jalen
think they're gonna
Brunson,
be good. I agree with you.
but like
I
Gary,
think they're
but
gonna be
Gary,
good.
Gary,
But that roster
They're gonna be
they got
good.
any
I
roster
don't
right
think
now, bro.
they.
They won 54 games with Melo. The next year, how many did they win? 37.
30. Yeah, 30.
Okay, and then they didn't make the playoffs again throughout the whole time. They got Phil Jackson. Everybody was like, "Oh, it's over for y'all now." They got Phil Jackson. They're gonna be able to get everybody they want. You know, they might bring Kobe out of retirement. They talked all that shit. They never made the playoffs. Never. And I'm telling you, you could expect it. Like, Nets fans have low self-esteem. They be like, "Oh, we're the Nets. We don't get nobody." Nigga, we had Darren Williams. I know he sucked for us, but he was the second.
They traded for Darren Williams. He didn't come to us. They traded for him.
Could have left, and he didn't leave. We had Joe Johnson, who waived his no trade clause to come
Again,
in.
he got traded though. He got traded to the actual Nets.
Still, but we not only, but they had to waive their no trade clauses. Players come to the Nets. Players come to Brooklyn. We're not in New Jersey no more. Niggas love living in the city, man. You're a young, rich basketball player.
I mean, if you want to be honest though, Pop, I don't really see that many players in this league now wanting to come to the Nets, bro.
Why?
I do.
They've gotten the guys. They got Darren Williams when they wanted Darren Williams. They got Kyrie, and they've got.
I mean,
the
if you
guys
really,
they
I
wanted
mean,
to
Gary,
get.
but yeah, like KD outside of them three, like outside of them, like the league
So
now,
here's
like
the 20.
bro,
All right, this
most
is
of
the
these teams I'm seeing, they're
2026
trying to go
free
to that
agency
West, bro.
list. I mean, maybe if you get out,
I
maybe
mean,
if you get
I
a
think
Cooper
it really.
Flag, I don't know.
I mean, it's a fact though. You see a lot more players
No,
now
listen.
going to the Nets now, bro.
I don't name them.
I don't
Name
think players
them.
want to go to the next season. The Knicks though.
No, not the. I didn't say the
Knicks.
Knicks. I said the West.
Not that. I mean, they go to the West after not being able to come here. Every player that's demanded the trade has had the Nets on their list. Every single one. Dame, you know what I'm saying?
I
Paul
don't know
George.
about Dame. He had Miami. That was his.
Paul
That was
George
his
did
main.
not have us
No,
on
Well,
his
he
list.
mentioned
listen,
it. He
we
mentioned
were
it.
smart to
No,
avoid
Dame was
Lillard,
he
man.
was
We
one of
were
the
smart to
teams.
avoid Lillard, man. That would
Wait,
have
hold
been
on.
a
Dame
mentioned
had us on the list.
Paul George did not have us on his list.
No, Paul George, not Paul George. Beal. Beal said he called Brooklyn. He had his agent call Brooklyn. They said no, and so he went to Phoenix. He didn't even hide it. It's in the article. I'm not making none of this up. It's
No,
in
but
the article.
Paul Thorne, it was good that we didn't get either one of those guys because they would have not
Yeah.
helped us get any further.
Sure.
I'm not arguing for the trade. I'm just saying superstars want to play in New York.
Oh,
and
right. No,
live-
you're not
and
wrong.
live
You're
in
not
the
wrong,
city.
but it really depends. Here's what the Nets have going for themselves next 2 years after the
Both
2
teams could
drafts.
be
They're going to
cool.
have
I've been
unlimited
seeing-
cap
I've been
space,
seeing
and they're going to have draft
people-
capital. Stars want to go on teams where you have multiple assets to get you the players you want. The Nets are going to have that, so they will have an opportunity, but they got to be smart about it. You want somebody that actually wants to be a part of the culture, not just collect a paycheck and drop 30 points. Then we're kind of going backwards. Like, the Nets need to really look at who would want to play with these young prospects we get in the next 2 years. Who sees a real future on this team? We can't have a repeat of a guy just going to be here and then he just gets bored and wants to leave again. We can't have that again.
Bro, when do you see
Can't have that again.
that a superstar stay here for a long time, bro?
That,
No, and
that doesn't
that
happen
starts with
anywhere.
management. And that starts with management
That's what I'm
doing
saying,
a better
nobody is
job
looking-
of
I don't think
But
anybody
everybody
looking
that's
to play
held
for
But that's
accountable.
everywhere now, DJ. LeBron James has played for 3 teams, and one of them he's played for twice. That's the best player in the league. Kevin Durant has played for quite a few teams, right? Like, players are on the move. It's rare.
Technically KD is 3.
Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying?
Four.
Yeah, you know what? Easy E actually makes a good point. You know, a lot. You
Yeah,
know,
OKC, Golden State,
a
and
lot of these guys probably just use the Nets
oh
as
yeah,
leverage,
yeah,
man. They did
yeah.
that for the
OKC,
Knicks
Golden
back in
State,
the
Nets,
day.
and Phoenix. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, Easy E, a great point, man. Great point. I forgot all about that because they a lot
But
of
he's a
guys back in the days they were saying, "Hey, I want to play with the Knicks." They were just probably just using that team for leverage, though, man.
Oh,
but
I
even
definitely agree with
still,
you
Well,
on
that's
like
that, BK. I definitely agree with you on that point.
Coughlin, LeBron stayed in Cleveland for like almost his entire career until he went to Miami though. He went to Miami for like how many years? Like 4 years.
4 years.
Wasn't that long.
It wasn't
Yep.
that long, but he stayed in Cleveland for very long though.
yeah. I mean, but
And
that's
he's
not
been
the
on the
point.
Lakers for this long. Like he's been on the Lakers for like 6 years.
Five,
Nah,
five,
five, around
four,
five.
20. The bubble championship was what, 2021?
The only team he didn't stay very
I
long
think it
on
was
was the
20.
Miami. That was
No,
it.
no, I think the bubble was 2020, right? If I'm not mistaken.
He got there in 2019.
Yeah, I think it was about a year before that you got there, right?
No, yeah, I think 2021 was Golden State. That was the year they won. So I think it
But
was
that's what I'm
the
saying. Like
Lakers
with the
last year.
Nets though, like it's like a revolving. I think it's like a revolving door, bro. Like nobody stays,
No, to
even if you're a
DJ's
superstar
point
or not,
though,
bro.
it starts with having a structure. I
There's
think
no
that's what the
structure over
Stars
here.
didn't
That's
like is that there
superstar
wasn't
players not
structure
coming
here.
here.
And if we're being honest, Katie and Kyrie were kind of running the system. It wasn't that the coaches were holding them accountable or management was kind of like they're like, okay, we get to run this our way, but that's not how it works. Like
I'm
it
like,
didn't work.
man,
Like
like
that's why
you
everybody
want
needs to
to
work
play
together on
on,
this
bro. Like
team to make the
I
future
don't even think
better.
now looking back and looking how KDB acting on the timeline and how he still talked to Nets fans and trying to make us like him still. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he didn't want to go, but he gave the Nets organization an ultimatum. If Kyrie
Right.
goes, I go. And when Kyrie left, he had to tell them that he had to show them that he wasn't bluffing. I don't think he really wanted to go like that.
He
I
he
think
didn't. He didn't. He
I don't
didn't.
think
He
so
got there
neither.
I tell
I
you
don't think
this: if KD stayed with Thomas would
he
be an All
literally
Star
said he
right
wanted
now
to
because they
retire,
had a
bro.
great connection. Him and
he was
Thomas,
saying
they had
that
a
he
great
was saying
connection
that
there.
on the he was saying that after they faced us on that Phoenix game, like yo, the Nets fans really embraced me. Like
That
I
was
feel like
I'm gonna
that's
tell you.
a
I'm gonna tell you.
yeah.
I thought that was the time the Nets owner should have stepped up, but he didn't.
He chose.
Right.
yeah,
Who
That's a good
does
point,
like
Scott.
okay?
I think
Who
I
does
think
something like that? You choose a GM over your star player,
I
bro?
feel
No,
like I feel
and
like
there's
he
the
connected with us the more the I feel like he connected with us more though. Like he was talking with us on Twitter when we used to be trolling the Knicks. Like he was really interacting with a lot of Nets fans. Like I thought
And
for
he made
real,
it
I
clear
thought
from the
this was
start,
going to
bro.
be. I thought KD was going to retire here. I'm dead ass.
I'm
Like
telling
I
you,
thought he was
I think
not
that all
going nowhere
crossed our
else.
minds at one point in 11, especially when the big three was playing well
I mean,
together.
to be
You know,
honest though,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, KD did make it clear. He said, "Yo, like from the beginning, I told him like Kyrie has to be here. Like he didn't want Kyrie to leave."
No, but here's the thing, though. Katie did sign the extension after he won the medal, and the thing is, James and Kyrie were supposed to sign. Like, if there were two different All Stars on this team with KD, just imagine where we could have been right now. Like, you scratching your head because it's like KD was all in. Where were the
And
other
then you
guys?
trade,
Like, that was bad.
then you trade Kyrie for nothing. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
KD might have actually stayed if you would have got a superstar back, bro.
No, you know what the crazy thing is, DJ? We essentially traded Kyrie and James for 2 first-round draft picks, and we traded KD and Mikal, and now we have 16 draft picks. That's even crazy that we
Like some
wound
type
up with
of like,
16
like some
picks
type of
in that whole thing. So then we didn't trade
like
Kyrie and James for
it's like
much.
they in love with each other, like Sean Martin and Joe
No,
Tsai.
when the media got on
That's a good point.
Kyrie about the book and stuff, that was the time the owner needed to get control and
Right.
not trade Kyrie. Kyrie was the heart and soul of that team.
All he wanted was bread, bro, and he
I would
deserved
say
it.
Scott, I disagree. I'd say KD was the heart man. Because every time he showed up healthy, he was playing his ass off, man. Like I
No,
was having so
he
much
best
fun
player,
watching him,
but
man.
I think Kyrie was the
thing
soul
about
of
it,
that team.
I agree.
I
I
mean, when
agree.
from
Kyrie was
here.
committed to that team, I agree with you. But Kyrie his heart wasn't fully
And they
in it,
wanted
man.
him out. The media wanted Kyrie out, and that's
Yeah.
when the owner needed to step up and
Immediate.
say he's not going nowhere.
listen,
But John,
He's not
I
going
agree with
nowhere.
John. I agree. I
Kyrie,
think if with what you said, I think if KD would have
Okay.
stayed after Kyrie left,
Yeah.
I think he would have been Cam's mentor, and I think he would have mentored Cam up into
That would have been a long.
somewhat of a better player.
Time, though.
Nah, listen, that we would have been great if we would have drafted
Huh.
Tyrese Maxey on top of that, man. Imagine having Maxey and Thomas with KD, James, and Kyrie, man. The offense would
That's
have
not
been.
winning the championship.
It would have
Yo,
been. It would have been fun offense, though, man.
KD would have been a legend if he stayed here. Not only would he have more success, right? If he stayed, they would have built a nice little team around him, and he would have been the king of New York.
Yo, Pop, did you see what he
That-
said in the Suns? And he said, literally, he said if they would have got something back for Kyrie, he would have stayed.
I mean, what can you get back from him though? I mean, he was a toxic asset at the time. The media will.
Don't trade
Yeah,
him,
he
man, bro. Like, what was
You
the
didn't
point
have
of
to
Yo,
trade him.
yo,
You
Kyrie-
didn't have to trade him.
They ain't had to trade him. They didn't have to trade him. They traded
They
him
didn't.
because the city put pressure. Somebody put pressure on the net.
That was the media, bro.
Nah,
Somebody put pressure on the net.
Wait, Scott, you know what it was? Kyrie, I think his mother-in-law was his I guess his contract lawyer.
agent.
And they had a contract. They didn't want no incentives. And, yeah, the stepmom, they had a contract for Kyrie where it's incentives. Like, you have to play a certain amount of games. And Kyrie's like, I want the full max. You ain't going to tell me what to do or I'm out. And they weren't going to ball. But here's the thing. You should have done that with Kyrie a year earlier when the COVID thing was going on. You waited until when he was ready to leave. Like you
Do
should
you?
have handled that.
Well, I
a year
asked this
earlier.
question. Do you think Kyrie deserved the max?
But they
I thought
offered
he
it.
did. I mean, the way he
From,
was playing.
from a talent, wait, Scott. From a talent standpoint, yes, but from a personality standpoint, I just feel like Kyrie wasn't in love.
That
with
was
the
that
process
was
of the
based
team, and
on
it
the
would've hurt
media
us, man.
making him like that.
But, bro,
That was based on the
I
media
saw what
making
Kyrie
him like
was.
that.
I saw what
They
Kyrie
asked
was
him
good, what Kyrie
questions.
wasn't, man.
They forced Kyrie out after that thing with the book. And
Yeah,
the
Frank
video.
Isola.
They
I
forced
was
him
listening
out.
to Frank Isola's show in the morning on NBA radio. Just constantly, him and Brian Scalabrine constantly clowning Kyrie Irving.
They wanted him
Not
out.
even- Well, it's their show. I'm like, yo, what's
Stephen
wrong
A.
with you guys,
Smith
man?
too.
Yeah,
Stephen A. Smith was
the whole
awesome.
media. The whole media.
They gave Kyrie the full max. He was like, nah, we'll deal with it later. Yo, if a team offer you the full max and you don't sign, KD signed it. Why didn't he sign it?
Yeah,
He had the full
Like-
max. He
yeah.
cost himself mad money. He lost mad money in that. Dallas didn't pay him that. Didn't give him the full max. And then Dallas got fucking incentives in this shit. That's what makes me the most mad. You signed with
I
Dallas.
think it was because he didn't like the organization. He just didn't like.
I didn't think he liked
Right.
Sean Marks though. That's the whole thing. I didn't think
no,
he liked
that's
Sean
the
Marks.
big thing. They had a falling out of epic
Popcorn.
proportions, and that's the
They
unfortunate part.
sent him to Dallas as a punishment. I thought he originally wanted to go to LA for.
We should have sent it to the Lakers. If we had those Lakers draft picks, man, that would have been lottery picks. The Lakers are not competing for anything right now. Like you should have just done what Kyrie wanted, man. Like that was the
funny
one
because
time where Sean should have done what
That's
he
a
wanted.
Harlem troll account, man. Just don't even. Oh, D-Rock,
funny thing
pull up,
If
D-Rock.
he'd have went
funny
to the
thing
Lakers,
about
the
it-
Lakers might have been in the finals.
Maybe, but
Right,
in
this-
short term, it would have been fine.
The
Long
crazy
term,
thing-
They would have been in the
thing-
finals.
The crazy thing about it is they was harping on him about
That's Kyrie and AD right there, bro. That's still.
they was harping on Kyrie about
Kyrie
taking the
is
shot.
a
But the crazy
outstanding
thing
baller.
is, after a few months, after he got traded, they lifted the mandate anyway. So if you had just waited, he would have been able to play in New York.
Yo, LM, they didn't even have to sit Kyrie at home that whole entire. They sat him all the way coming until the end of the season.
I hate
Yeah.
this conversation.
Like, from the start of the season, they should have let him play.
It's just a bunch of what could have been, bro. Like
Yeah,
if
but
you go,
That's why in this
Sorry.
new era, Ellen, that's why in this new era we can't make these same mistakes,
You're
man.
still, man. You're
Gotta
still
be
listening. So
very
can't be
fine on
that
details.
Big Daddy Kane. That's a Harlem troll account. So just don't even.
Nah.
Just ignore it.
as much
Yeah,
as
I
I
just
love
ignore
them
that
here,
troll,
I just
man.
think they did have some sort of problems in terms of just sometimes being drama queens. Like it was just a matter
Yeah,
of
Nico, that's Harlem. That's Harlem. That's a Harlem troll account. Don't just ignore him.
LM, the best thing that could happen is that we draft 2 superstars. I'll take 10 years of what OKC had with Russ and Harden and KD. I'll take 10 years of that every year.
oh man, you hit on that.
You know what I'm saying?
You hit
Just
on
let
that.
these
That's
dudes,
the
you know what I'm saying? Let these dudes, yo, it's all water under the bridge if we get Ace or VJ, because one of those kids is gonna be superstars. this is the LeBron draft, yo.
The only
This
thing
was
about that part is like that's a huge ask. If you talking about that OKC team, KD was like what 21 and went to the finals
Yeah, they was
at
young,
that
bro.
time of
Yeah.
age. Like they was young. So if you're talking about a
They just
comparison to
different
that
breeds, bro.
team, that's
yeah,
like big expectations,
yeah. No,
huge
I'll
expectations.
tell you this though, we only have one pick for 2026. If we trade these vets, we should focus on getting more picks for that season, so we have even more options a year
we
from
have
now.
two picks, 2026. We have
Okay.
ours and we have the Knicks.
No, we
Oh.
don't have the Knicks in
No, we
2026.
don't have the Knicks. I don't think. I think we only got our pick.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, we only got our pick next year.
yeah.
It's only
Somebody,
ours.
somebody Google it. I've been saying
We got the
2026.
Knicks 2027 pick. 2027 is the next pick we got.
Yeah, we should get more for
Oh,
2026 because if we
wait. We can
do, we have
salvage
even more
that.
options.
Yeah, we need more. I've been saying that we need more 2026 picks because
We
that's
should try to
something
get. If
that
we can't
we
get
really
AJ, we should
can.
aim for Boozer. Man, Boozer would be a good, solid, like middle tier player for us to pair
Yo,
with the Cooper and Ace. If we can't get
Boozer's
AJ.
You
This
gotta
is
get.
wild, bro. Like, you choose a GM constantly. Like, this is just crazy, bro.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
Sean's
hopefully Sean
contract
Marks
is
gonna
up
take.
next year, so I wouldn't resign him
Like,
if I was Joe. I would look for somebody new.
he still has a job, bro. And he's gonna
Yeah,
still have a job.
yeah, but this would be Sean's job. Should be finish the rebuild, get the vets ready, get all the draft assets lined up for some new
Oh,
GM to
he
take
gonna be here
over the
too
order of
long.
operations.
I don't see him going anytime soon, man.
I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jay, yo,
possibly
Jay, you
Sean
there,
Marks.
man? Oh, I forgot even Jay even pulled up, man. I was reading this comment section over here.
like
Yeah,
I'm looking.
I mean, if
yeah,
Joe
Jay,
wants to
pull up.
keep Sean on as like an advisor role, that'd be fine in a business setting. But we need a GM that actually has more of a thinking
No,
long term
John,
I'm
mindset.
looking at these.
Let me let
I ain't gonna lie.
Let me let Jay talk. Yeah, Jay, what's going on, man?
What's going on, fellas? Just been
What's
watching
going
the
on with you,
Olympics.
man? What's going on with you?
Um,
So
it's,
get back into the Brooklyn Nets starting lineup for 2024. What do you think, man? You like it? Should they play the vets or just go with the Cam Thomas, Dennis Schroeder backcourt, man, which is certainly a losing situation. No, definitely losing right there, man.
I don't see why you hate Dennis Schroeder so much.
Why? I just explained
Yeah,
it. In the beginning, go
I
re-listen
mean,
to the show.
he's a solid player. He's not a star player. He's not a starting caliber player. But he's a bench player. So
No,
I
I mean
mean,
they want to start him,
the
and there was
aim is the aim is to lose, right? The aim
Yeah.
is to tank and get a big So why do you complain
no,
that we need to
I was
upgrade?
there was a particular content creator that was saying that they should start Dennis Schroeder for the next 2-3 years, man. That's be the Nets starting point guard for the future.
Anyway, wait, I got a question for DJ. DJ, you there?
Yo,
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah. I know. I listened to a pod a couple of days ago, and you said that you don't take anything away from the Olympics, right?
Yeah, DJ, you there?
yeah. What you mean? Like, yeah, I said like I
Well,
don't take.
you were saying that you're not taking any away from the Olympics because it's the Olympics. You got to see what they do in the league.
Yeah, no, I was talking about. I was probably talking about Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, Jordi. So if Canada beats Team USA and wins gold, does that add anything to his resume?
No, to his resume, yeah, but for him being a coach of the Nets, it doesn't really say much. It doesn't say anything.
Have you watched him coach?
Yeah, I watched him been coaching the Canada team.
And what have you seen from him coaching?
I think
'Cause I see a
he's
lot.
a good coach when he has talent around him. I don't think he's gonna be some type of like. I don't think he's gonna do what he's doing with Canada with our team because we don't have talent. On our team.
So I see three things when I see him play. When I see him coach. One, I see the in-game adjustments. I see that he makes adjustments. Two, I see that stars seem to play for him because you could tell with Steve Nash, these players did not want to play for him. And
Yeah,
and three, he's not afraid to get into their faces. I've seen him scream and swear in front of Shea and Murray. So I think that's something good coach to have.
So you think that can translate over to him coaching role players and coaching this team?
Well, he's not going to win any games, but I think if the aim is to eventually sign to draft good players and to sign star players, that's a kind of coach you want, right?
Right. I agree with you, Dale, on that. I like that Jordy's a defensive-minded coach. I think that's something the Nets have really struggled with since they came
It's
to
hard to
Brooklyn. Is
say
not
though
having a good
because
defensive system.
it's
That
like
would be something.
Jordy is coaching talent. Like I've seen too many times where a coach was coaching talent and then he goes and coaches a role playing like Monty Williams. Monty Williams got exposed, bro, for how he
Yeah.
like
Well,
he
look,
was coaching
if
the
you,
Suns and then
I'm happy to lose because of lack of talent. I'm not happy to lose because we're not playing hard. There's two different things there.
I mean, I never said Coach Jordy was a bad coach. I just didn't like all the hype, like he's gonna go win us a championship or something. Like I just didn't like all that.
So if Canada beats Team USA, is that hype worthy?
No, I meant like the hype around him coaching the Knicks, not Team Canada.
Surely you've got to see something.
You know what gives me confidence in Jordy? That other coaches have voted him the #1 assistant coach in the league. That gives me some confidence in him. DJ's not wrong. You got to see it in the league.
Yeah, I want to see it on the Nets. I don't think people understand that. I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I want to see it on the Nets, not team.
You're not gonna see it though. That's
Team Canada. He got talent on his roster, so I can't say that he's a great coach. I haven't seen.
It's going to be a process. Like nobody should expect Jordy to make magic off the bat. I expect his team defensively to have more aggression and more focus than they've had the last few years. I expect that to be something. I don't know what Jordy's going to do offensively though with this team when we eventually get the pieces. Can he be a multi versatile coach, or does he stick to one way over the other? That's what I got to see from Jordy as he progresses on this team as a coach.
You got to see what he do with better talent.
Right.
Like you got to, if we do get a Cooper or Ace, I think that would be like the time that's
everybody drop off because you have an echo here. All right, the link is actually up. All right, so Big Daddy Kane, man, pull up. I mean, if you think the show is actually boring, why are you actually still here, dude? You're actually listening to it. And he said, "Oh, I used to love the show, but because DJ and John, they actually make the show boring." You're still here, bro.
Yeah. Who you talking about? You talking about?
Big Daddy Kane guy over here, man. Just,
bro, that's pull up to the pod then, bro.
That's what I told him. Pull up. Yeah. I think Easy E. I think it's a Harlem troll account though, man.
BK,
that's not a troll account. That's not a
don't do that, BK.
I did, BK. I don't know if you've seen it, but somebody did pull up to another stream, and they were saying like it was Harlem's account. So I don't know, bro.
We don't got proof, man. We don't got proof.
They said they had proof of it.
They ain't show it. Shit, you can't say you have proof and ain't show it.
It sounds like him though. It sounds like him because he's the only one that says, "Yo, the podcast is boring."
Like, you don't even know me, bro.
Yeah, he's the only one that says Harlem is the only one that says the podcast is actually boring because
he says that Harlem be saying, so it don't make sense, bro.
Yeah. I mean, that don't mean it gotta be him. It just could be somebody that's echoing the same things that he's saying. But I'm not gonna lie though, like.
Yo, BK, why are you showing this troll stuff, man? This guy is a nobody, man.
Niggas came on that Breezy stream fucking saying some crazy shit.
I told you, Easy. Listen, that's why I came on it. Because I'm like, this is similar troll. He keeps saying my name, JHON. Who, like, what troll repeats that? Like, somebody use a different account.
BK got a point. Like, you don't like it.
Like, seriously, man.
I don't think he should take anybody
that's
seriously.
Crazy because BK, that's the same thing that Harlem be saying, bro. He'd be like, oh, the show was boring, but he always shows up there.
If somebody don't know, if somebody doesn't know how to spell John correctly, I mean, why feed into their energy?
Yeah.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you.
John got a lot of fans.
No,
if anyone says this show is boring, they're just hating. Now, you can
they hate.
They
most definitely hate.
No, listen. The funny thing is,
why show up then? Like, if you think it's boring, why show up?
Yo, listen, man. I told John this already.
They don't really think
that's crazy, bro.
Yo, listen, man. I told John this already. if you get into this level and you got people hating on you, that means you're doing a good thing. So yo, keep on
Yes, it
doing your
is.
thing.
That's
I,
true.
I,
That's
I
true.
remember that
Yeah,
That is
easy word
true.
time. I appreciate it. But you know what the thing is? Me,
I think
BK,
it's
and
funny
DJ,
though.
we
You be
get
in
a
the
lot of
comments
hate
just commenting on each
from
other,
different
saying the
people,
same thing
but we
over
always
again.
face them head on. Whether they have good questions, bad questions,
John,
yet
John,
somebody has to go like be like a little kid and do this. Like, come on, grow up. You got
John, no,
problems? Come handle it
John,
with us.
John. No matter what is gonna happen in the podcast business, so watch. No matter what you do, some people gonna fuck with you, some people not. So it is what
Yeah.
it is. But shout
So
out to
so
my
easy.
guy in
That's
the
So
chat.
true.
easy.
Shout out to my guy in
If
the
it's
chat.
not Harlem, why he not pulling up to pressing the link then, bro?
Let me say. Let me
I
say
don't think.
this.
Nah, that's crazy.
Let me say this.
Nah, press
If
the link right now.
th-
Kane something, whatever your name is.
that same account was talking when Harlem was on a panel one time, so like,
You
what are
can
you
have
You
two
can
saying?
kind of
phones, right?
do both. You can have like two tabs opened up
Yo,
and
put
use
it into
both.
Nah, this
Harlem is
nasty
wild
work.
crazy.
Cause
Yo, put it into Harlem is wild
BK, can you
crazy.
track
Nah,
down people's connections to the
Easy
moderator?
Easy hasn't been around in the last couple streams. So like when Harlem be showing up, it be none of these comments like that. Like,
I
but
be trying
when
to watch a playback though. I be trying to watch a playback.
But
Like,
BK, it do be some people that it might be someone to easy point. It might just be someone who have the same sentiments. It doesn't mean it got to be Harlem. But
all
to
right.
be fair, I mean, conspiracy theory. I
Well,
mean,
I don't
it
know.
could be.
I don't
Yo,
stress it too much.
yo,
Like Easy E
yo,
was saying, you're gonna
I
get
mean
hate.
whoever
You're
it
gonna
is, I
you know.
really don't care, bro. It ain't bothering
BK,
me.
niggas came over with Breezy Stream saying y'all niggas talking shit about Breezy podcast, bro. Like,
We
what
didn't
the
even
fuck is
talk
going
about
on?
his stream the other night.
I don't
That's the
know.
crazy
Nobody
part.
mentions Breezy over here. When he pulls up, I give him a shout out, man. But other than that, I was
Man,
joking around.
listen,
I was listening earlier, man. I was just heard. I heard some crazy stuff over there, man. I had me
I watched
scratching
the
my head,
one.
man. So
BK, did you see the one he did about when the Nets could win a championship, bro?
I didn't listen to that one yet. I was listening to the one
Oh,
he
you
did
gotta listen to
earlier.
that one, man. I gave a great
oh yeah,
monologue
that
in that
one,
one, man. That was a good one.
yeah, that one was a
That was
good
a good
one.
one.
Listen, we all, regardless of the fact, we all have difference of opinions, but at the end of the day, we all still Net fans, man. It is one
Right.
unit. Like it's not. We may have difference of opinion,
In
we may
order,
not
like
agree
I
on
said,
stuff, but it's one
But
unit,
but
there's
but
bro.
only
LM, a
all
lot of
right.
people,
So when
a
you
lot of
play
these Nets
basketball,
fans
there's
take
only
it
one
hard.
basketball, man. Not everybody could be the guy. So you got to get guys to buy into certain roles, and it's not easy, man. It took Boston
And,
7 years of
and
like
BK, and BK, real quick, not to cut you off, like yo, like we analyzing the game of basketball, so sometimes we looking at it from different perspectives. So
Right.
sometimes it's gonna conflict with other people's beliefs. Like sometimes you could be saying
Right.
one thing and be like, yo, I think that player should have the ball in their hands. Meanwhile, you could be like, yo, I think that nigga need to play off the ball some more, go and catch and shoot options. It's things like that. So I mean,
so
we
easy.
analyzing the game sometimes. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
what
saying?
do you
Right.
think about the start? What do you think about the starting lineup, man? What do you think, man?
Yeah,
For
Easy.
next.
What do you think, man?
So like, what you want me to like give a starting lineup or like?
No, I was mentioning Dennis Schroeder, Cam Thomas, Noah Clowney, and there was this media pundits actually believing that the whole Noah Clowney and Nick Claxton thing can actually win a lot of games, though, man. They like that tandem for
I,
some weird reason.
I'll say it could catch people off guard in the beginning. So depending how the whole team operates around that as well, and how the team develops in this, the minute we come out the gate, it can win us some games. I did talk about on Breezy Stream, like you never know because it's not like a real scouting report on like Clowney. So if he does come out and show some shit, and the Claxton
No, he
like
has a scout
develops,
report. He has a scout report. There's a real scouting report on him.
but it's not strong, BK. It doesn't
It's
show all of his.
strong.
It's not all of his
He can
aspects of the
shoot.
game yet.
Even he shot 28% from three. But again, we
What
just
does it
seen him
say?
in a
It does.
limited sample size. We gotta see him at 35 minutes a game now.
But what
If you
does it
really
say,
gonna
BK?
feature.
Does it say close out, or does he say he's or like? It depends on what it's saying on the scouting report, though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me see. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the scouting report.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it could catch some people off guard. I'm saying like the first 20 games, we could go like 12-8. That right there, that's a good start right there. It could catch some
And
people
he's
off
so
guard.
young. He's so young that he could add to his bag. You don't.
Right.
They're
That
not gonna
takes
have
years,
a real,
man.
They're not gonna have a real scouting report on him until mid-season. It's gonna take a while. And
Nah,
he's not.
they have a
Nah,
real
they
scouting
I
report
mean
on him.
Right.
it was Paul George that said y'all talking about Cam Thomas,
No, we
No,
talking about
no,
Noah
Clowney.
Clowney.
Noah Clowney.
Yeah,
Nobody
Oh,
gonna know what
no.
he's gonna do, bro. Nobody gonna know.
that's what I'm saying. Like if he catch people off guard, if that tandem really works, then like I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's going to like propel us into like playoff situation. I'm saying it could get us to a good start early on. So now like we could be in that Utah situation. All right, sit some niggas down. Yo, we could trade some people. Yo, we good. Like we could just tank
They should
outright
start
people.
Claxton and
I'm just
Clowney.
glad
I think
Claxton has
those
somebody
are
else.
the two future big men of this team's future potential. Unless we get another big man with Claxton, but I
hold
would
on,
definitely
BK.
think about playing two of them because our rebounding gets better
But
for sure.
hold on, John. So BK, you saying put Clowney at the 3? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, the four.
So who
No,
playing
no,
the 3?
no. The article was actually saying that
Jalen Wilson.
yeah, Jalen Wilson will be your 3.
Are you sitting? Are you factored in Cam Johnson and DFS into this
I
equation?
want
Nah,
Cam
they
Johnson to
can be
start.
traded. They're out of
Well,
here.
this is the lineup that actually guarantees us to get us a Cooper Flag, H. Bailey,
But
Dylan
that's
Harper,
unrealistic
one of
if
those
we
guys.
got. But that's unrealistic if we still got them 2 niggas on the team. One of them gonna have to start.
Nah, they're going. They're out of here.
They still
You
on
If you
the
start,
PT.
but why are they acting like starting Cam Johnson is
Yo,
gonna like
easy.
make us win? Like he's not gonna make us win games. Like if he started.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
I
Yeah,
try to trade Johnson soon because he's got leg injury history, and if he gets another leg injury, forget first. You're talking about seconds at that point. Like the Nets can't outshoot themselves in the foot again on bad trade.
It was just
They
a
gotta make the right trade
hamstring,
at the right
Jonathan.
time.
Relax.
Yeah,
Dude. It's
no,
not
but
like he had
Not
he tore
hamstring,
ACL or
MCL.
something.
Wait. What about his meniscus? What about the
He only
meniscus?
played
You've getting all the leg
50% of
injuries
his
he's
games.
had last few years?
Last 2 years.
Yeah, but there won't be that much pressure.
Last 2 years, he's only played 60% of his games. Last 2 years.
Thank you,
He's
Pat
not-
Thorne.
You can't let that guy hit the court and then get hurt. And
Yep.
DFS the same thing. He's
Mhm.
been more sturdy, but he's been getting hurt, little ticky tack injuries. You got to get rid of him now. Even if you don't get the whole haul, try to put the 2 of them together to get you some more lottery balls in 2026. That's the mission. Simple.
Top 20 picks are fine for Johnson to do at this point. Like
Yo.
you don't have to make it like lower than that.
Do not let them come in here and hurt their trade value. Those motherfuckers will get injured,
Yep.
and you can't trade them. And then you're not gonna get what you wanted
Mhm.
anyway. Get
you talking
off
about,
them
PT?
now.
Who you talking about, PT?
Cam Johnson and DFS. You can't let
And
them. You can't let them
Bogdanovich.
do
Don't forget Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich too. All of them. Like the 3 of them just need to equal 1 first-round
Y'all
pick.
niggas trying to have a crazy fire sale, bro.
Like guys. Like you gotta keep
You
some
got
back.
to.
That's the best way to
can't
do
have
it.
a whole team
We
of
got
22-year-olds.
You can't.
No, you
God
can't.
Damn, boy.
Yes, for sure.
Bogdanovich did this role last year with Detroit, and he was fine with it. So I would keep Bogdanovich, and I would keep Schroeder, and I would try to trade Ben if you can, and I would try to trade DFS and Cam Johnson. Like, but you can't. You gotta have some.
There's no need to trade guys that are on an expiring contract. You trade the guys that got 2 or 3 years on their contracts remaining.
So
The problem is, who wants them?
if you could get
That's
Who
something,
the heck
Yeah.
want Ben?
if you could get something for Ben, you wouldn't trade him.
Nope.
What
Not
One
unless
thing
you
that
get
makes
in the
sense is
first
the
round or
Bulls.
second round pick, and nobody's giving you that.
I mean,
Word,
the
if
Bulls
you get a
support
first
something out
rounder,
with them
if I get a
potentially.
first rounder, I'm trading Ben.
Bro, you got it. Nah, bro.
What?
Yeah, okay, yeah, me too.
I'm fine taking a second round pick back for Ben at this point. I'm not looking at first
Keeping
for
Ben
that
on the
guy.
team, like that's the dumbest. Like keeping Ben on the team is like one of the dumbest things I've heard, bro. Like you can't, bro. You can't keep Ben, bro. That's just hurting your team.
That's the point. Don't you want to hurt the team so you can get a first or a second
Nah,
pick?
that's true, but like you don't want to. You sound like you want to keep him like.
Don says
like
he's
you
still
No,
young.
no,
so that
no.
Sean
Yo,
Mark-
You want to keep
hold on.
CJ. You want to keep Ben. Like nah, bro.
You guys ready for young?
Wait, hold on.
CJ and Ben are in 2 different
I don't want us
categories.
to go- I
CJ
don't
got
want us
3
to go
more
like-
years on his
Ben,
contract.
Ben might lead the tank.
I don't want us
Wait,
to
so
go
you
like
wanna keep
only
CJ
totally
too?
young, man, because like you could be
No,
like
BK
Washington
speaking
Wizards.
facts, man.
Wait, hold on.
So you want to keep CJ too?
Wait.
Wait, Easy got something to say. He's to say.
I brought this up on Breezy Channel. What happened if they keep this nigga Ben and they offer this nigga a contract since we have so much cap space next year?
I think they would do something like that.
Give him a 4-year
Oh
deal.
my god.
4-year deal, 4-year,
Listen,
80.
Yo,
as
did
long
you
as
wait?
it's not-
Did
as
you guys?
long
Did
as
you
it's not
guys?
$40
Wait,
million
you guys
a
heard
year.
about the cap space? Wait. No. No, BK, did you guys hear? It was Nets Daily reported. You know how the team's supposed to get a 10% jump in cap space? There's only 3 teams that are getting a real jump. I think it's Utah, another team, and the Nets. It's just $30 million. We're getting an extra $30 million apparently or something in cap space. That's crazy.
Give that to
Nobody's
Ben,
on
man.
Ben,
Give him
though.
a 4 year. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, the
they're
reason
gonna-
why the Nets get that is
4 year,
because they
10
got so many
million?
expiring contracts.
But I'm saying though, with that cap space right there, why would they keep this nigga Ben and offer him a fucking contract just
Word.
to fill up his
Where else you
cap
gonna
space?
get a 6'10",
I mean,
240 point
easy, a
guard?
1-year contract with an option, maybe, but I'm not going higher than that. There's no reason to trust Ben being healthy for more than a certain amount of games.
But y'all don't
I
want him on
just
the
don't
team
see
though.
it.
So even a 2 year with a player op or a team op is like, nah.
You giving Ben 100 mil?
100 mil is crazy for how many years? For how many
Yo,
years?
I want to see if Ben
wait, Ellen, is that
play.
for fly
That's the
fishing
thing.
or model runway
Is he
skills? Which
playing?
one is it? Fly
No, Scott, he
fishing
gonna play. He gonna play.
or model runway?
Shit.
No, Scott, he gonna play. He gonna play. He gotta get.
I
that
know
money.
they want him to play.
They
he
definitely
gotta
gonna.
play. He got to.
Yo,
play.
they might
He get that
start
money.
him for
Oh,
real.
he-
I'm not even gonna hold you. They might start in the beginning.
I mean, if you
I
want
would
to guarantee
too.
a bad record, you probably start Ben with Claxton because they don't play together. They're just going to be
Yeah.
pass each other the ball and nobody's going to shoot.
That
He in the
guy is.
That's
contract.
gonna be
He in the
It'll be
hard.
like
in the
doing
contract.
Pilates on the court.
But he in the contract year though,
Well,
so he
if
gonna
you get
play.
Yeah.
if you get Claxton who has no offensive game,
Oh,
no and defensively he's somewhat limited playing at that 4 and 5 position. Then
BK,
I mean,
you
I
fake
don't-
nasty with that take too, though, bro. Like you keep on
what's
looking at
nasty
position.
about it,
with-
ECE?
You keep on looking at position when you could use it as a player and how it works around a team. All because we got a bad team doesn't mean Claxton doesn't fit a role on a team. You keep on looking at position.
He can't.
You
He
need
doesn't have no
when they get to-
offense.
He said
man.
he ain't got no
What about the
offense.
offense, man?
No,
he
no,
scores
no.
11 points a game.
That's because
for
he's on a
lobs.
bad. That's because he's
You
on
can
a
say the
bad
same
team.
thing
We
about
don't have a
Rudy.
lot of playmaking
No,
that sets people up, bro.
but see, easy. That's why I like Schroeder because he actually plays with Claxton. Ben doesn't ever give Claxton a pass, man, like or an assist or something. Like Schroeder, I
That's
saw him
not
give the
true,
guy
man.
like at
That's
least
not true.
5
I've
to
seen him
6
hook up.
like
I've seen
layups.
Ben
Because
Simmons
John,
and
because John,
When?
Ben
BK, when has
passes-
Ben ever assisted Claxton on anything? I've rarely ever seen him. The only time I ever saw him do something is when Ben gave him a
It's in
football
the
toss from one end of the court to the other. That's
But
like
John,
when
only
they
time I saw
had
them work together.
when you had
But John-
KD
Wait, what
that
is
year,
it?
what
What
year
is
was
it?
it? When you had KD,
but-
Kyrie, and Ben Simmons and Claxton, yeah, they were looking
No,
out
he's
for
just-
each other.
But John, it's gonna be more harder to get Claxton assists from a Ben assist because like if you do a pick and roll, it's gonna be hard to get that assist because they're gonna automatically crowd. Like it's not.
Yeah, they're gonna drop
Two
back. Yeah,
niggas,
they're
two
gonna drop
niggas
back.
that can't.
Ben
Well, that and
Exactly.
Ben doesn't go to the rim. Well, that and Ben never goes to the rim, so it's kind of like
Yo,
bad
Ben
but
and
to even think
Clax
about
running
it.
the pick
Hold on,
and
Ella.
roll gotta be the shittiest offense I've ever
Hold on.
heard, bro.
Hold on, but Ben playmaking is more for shooters. It's more for open shooters. He's a
Yeah,
big body.
yeah.
He gets into the middle. He gets into the nail. He can make that pass. It's not
See,
really more for
if Ben could score the ball, man, and make a jump shot, this team would have been a way different team,
Especially
man.
when
Like,
Claxton-
Man,
Like I said, he
Jumping.
can score. It's just that he's not scoring from the outside. His points
Yeah.
are coming from like 10
Listen,
feet.
No,
Ben,
he stays
off
on the
pick and roll,
outside,
Ben
never
gonna drop
goes
to
on
the
the
paint, and
inside.
Claxton gonna drop to the paint, and they just gonna collide into each other, man.
Yeah, his points
But
coming
you
the
actually-
inside like Claxton.
Did you actually watch Ben in Philadelphia, or are you just judging off?
Yeah,
of
that
what
was
you
when
see?
Ben actually played basketball. This Ben in Brooklyn, I don't know if it's an
You
ulterior
understand,
plan
you
or
understand that
one
injury
with
is
my
gonna-
cousin.
hold on,
Those
hold
are
on,
Ben in Philly.
Everybody be quiet. Do you understand that injury can actually like limit you somewhat? You know, like
BK, yes, from an injury standpoint, we all feel a little sentiment, but from a player standpoint, he doesn't help our future, man. He's just not in it to help us, really. His mindset isn't there. Like, you can just see it. This guy has more. I've seen Ben Simmons smile more off the court than I've ever seen him smile on the court with Brooklyn. Like, you can just tell he enjoys the outside life of basketball more than the inside life.
Yo, BK, you saw you saw that clip that George Niang said about Ben Simmons on
I saw that stupid. Listen, not everybody's gonna like everybody, man. I mean, damn, man. I mean,
Talk about George's Niang, easy. What he said.
Ben Simmons need like a out of man.
Easy, is that who you're talking about? Niang, the Niang interview?
Yeah, George Niang. He
yeah,
said, "Oh,
yeah.
Ben never." You know, we don't know,
He
man.
basically was a
No, he said expletive Ben Simmons. That's what he said. He said expletive Ben Simmons.
Yo, BK,
Go
what you
from
mean
there.
you don't know?
What's that?
What you mean you don't know?
No, I mean, like, there's two sides to every story.
Joel Embiid, Doc Rivers, Georges Niang,
Tyrese Maxey.
They all said the same thing.
Yeah, at this
The
point.
only guy I liked
Right.
it was
What you
Matisse
hold up, John. Hold
Thybulle.
up, John. So BK, you telling me they liars?
And B
Nah,
wanted to blame that nigga in the post game, but he was just being nice about it.
He had 37 turnovers in that series. He got to look at
Nah,
himself
BK,
too.
BK, you how you gonna say
Nah,
you
don't
gonna
do
lie?
that.
You trying to say they
37
liars,
turnovers
bro?
in a playoff series.
They all said the same thing though, BK. They
0
can't be
points
all
every
lying.
fourth quarter.
And Trey Young was cooking that nigga that series,
But
by the
BK
way.
0
So
points every fourth quarter without even attempting field goals in some games.
Yeah, I think
that's
he
what I'm
quit on the team,
saying.
He
man.
cost that
Yeah,
team, bro. He
he
cost
quit on that team.
that
You could
roster.
you could put as much blame on him Embiid
Oh
as
no,
you could
I'm a
on Ben
blame
Simmons.
Ben. I mean, listen, you got a 5'11" guard that's guarding you. I mean,
Trey
forget.
Young locked
Hey,
up Ben
listen,
Simmons.
you guys, listen. I see something like
You
that
gotta
when
be
I'm
a
playing
special type of
basketball. I'm
ass not
salivating,
to
man. I'm salivating. I see something that small.
Nah, LM,
But
LM,
you
Ben
BK,
Simmons
gotta
locked
you
him
gotta
up.
be a
Pass me the
special
ball, man.
you gotta be
Sorry.
a special
but
type of
but
ass not to take advantage of that,
but
man. Like
BK,
that shit is
multiple
crazy.
games when he have less than 3 field goal attempts in the fourth quarter, and you got that matchup on you, you're not taking advantage of it.
You
No,
not gonna feel
I know.
bad for
I told you,
Embiid, man? Like
I would be salivating, man. There'll be saliva coming right out of my mouth, man. I see
You should
something
have
like
had
that,
Hall
man.
of
Yeah.
Fame numbers in
Stop.
that
Whoa, whoa,
series.
whoa,
You should
whoa,
have
whoa,
had Hall of Fame numbers in that
I would be
series.
like, no, you said like a pit bull. You know how a dog is actually, has saliva. That's
dog,
how I would be.
Yo, do the pitbull, BK.
that's
Do
a
the
number
pitbull
one
noise.
draft pick not helping
BK,
you out
BK,
in playoff
BK.
situations, bro.
Yo, LM, you supposed to have Hall of Fame numbers in that series against Trey Young. Your numbers supposed to look crazy. Efficiency out
Yeah.
the roof,
Yeah.
Yeah,
rebounding
Yeah.
honestly,
crazy,
BK, Ben
points on
Simmons
the
didn't do anything
wazoo.
against Trey, man.
Nigga,
He didn't want
that's
Trey to make
a
him look bad,
mismatch
and
made
Trey
in
didn't do
heaven.
much on him on
They said his
defense.
sister was having some type of a
Yeah.
mental breakdown, man. If anybody struggled with like
Oh my
mental illness in their family, it's kind of crazy though,
No,
man.
listen,
I mean, it's
BK.
one of
Nah,
those
he
things.
I
does.
know, but BK, listen, that was awful what was reported, but this was clearly about him and the team. There's something happened there, a lot of negative stuff that just came to a collision in that series, and they just gave up on each other. It's a lot more simple than that, too. We've seen
Yeah,
all the
people that
evidence on
have
Ben
why
was
what's going on.
Ben was on the team when Jimmy Butler was there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when they were the strongest with Jimmy. But as soon as Jimmy left, it was like Joel and Ben were like
Yeah, like
okay on
how the
some
fuck
days, and they were horrible
how
on other
did that
days.
Jimmy Butler was the
yeah
leader.
that was
people
the
that
best
like
team they had.
people that are having like psychotic breaks like that, like bipolar, they would say the craziest stuff, man. If you don't know what's going on, you'll believe it, man.
LM, they chose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler, man. That is just mind blowing, man. They gave that guy
Yeah,
$40
that shit
million
is
to do
yeah,
nothing
that
as a
shit is
fourth
horrible.
option.
But remember, like Tobias Harris can actually play off the ball. I mean, he can shoot, space the floor.
Oh,
This-
nah,
Yeah,
BK,
but
don't be trying to make a case
nah,
for that.
come on,
Over
BK. He
Jimmy,
was invincible, man. What did Kendrick
come on,
Perkins
bro.
say? He's the guy that brings back empty food to the team. That was Tobias Harris, man. He
Over
never showed up
Jimmy
with the
Butler
food,
at
man.
that time, BK. Come on, bro.
KD
Yeah.
cooked
Tobias
Tobias
Harris,
Harris, boy.
no, I mean, you got
Cooking with his
like
eyes
I
closed,
said,
guy.
You trying to defend that nigga, BK?
if you
trying to
have
defend
like
Tobias?
five, all right, let's say if you have five. Hold on. Let's say if you have 5 LeBron James hypothetically on your team at one time, it's not going to work. I mean, you need guys to actually play certain
Jimmy
roles.
Butler was the leader of that team, bro. You keep
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler.
facts, DJ. Facts.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler was the glue guy on that team, man. Once you lose the glue guy, Ben lost his confidence.
Joel
Man,
Embiid said he'd even want Jimmy to leave,
Nigga
bro.
put confidence into Embiid and to everybody in that team. Probably it ain't go to Ben, but
Yeah, and here's the thing: they asked Ben to be a leader for that team, and Ben's like, "I don't want to be the leader. That was Jimmy. Like, why you all looking at me? Stop looking at me."
Let me ask you something. Do you think Clutch, Rich Paul had anything to do with that? Like, was he being advised wrong?
He told Ben to stop playing basketball. BK, no, that's
No, I'm
that's
talking
Ben.
about like story.
Hey Ben, don't play for that team. He intentionally let Trey Young shoot
I
on
don't
you.
think so. I don't think so, BK.
I don't think
that's
Rich Paul had
wild.
anything.
Yeah,
Nah,
I don't think Rich
Rich
Paul's
Paul,
that kind of guy to like take advantage
Nah,
of Ben like
but
that.
Paul did
No.
get him his
The
money
mental-
back. I'll give Paul that. He did get him his money back.
maybe you're right, BK. Maybe it was
Yeah, he
some
got his
off the
money.
court stuff, but at the same time, it's like, bro, if you're just doing a little bit of if you're showing a little bit of aggressiveness on the court, and you see Embiid and Butler and all these niggas playing their heart out, and you just like
Yeah.
there, bro, like that shit is wild.
He's just there to pass
Yeah,
the ball.
Dennis Miller. I don't think
Right.
Sean Marks can actually screw up this 1 through 5 draft pick over here, man.
You
So,
don't think so?
You sure?
Nah, I mean it's
Nah,
it's
one
gonna be a
through
lot
five
of
is solidified. How you can't mess that up. If you
can't
talking about
mess that up.
after
I
that,
think you
yeah.
can.
Yo,
Yeah, okay, LM.
If he gets
here-
the
Sean
top
Marks-
3, he can't
Ellen,
mess
Hey,
that up.
LM. Sean Marks the type to go trade that pick, bro.
Yo,
Nah,
LA.
he ain't
No,
gonna
you
trade
better
If
him.
we,
not. You
but,
better
but
not, man.
no, I'll
That's
say,
true.
I'll
I
say
mean,
this,
that's
I'll
the
say
thing that
this.
you gotta
If we
look
had the
out
number
for.
one, I'll say this. If we had the number one pick last year, ain't no way in hell that nigga is not choosing Wendy.
Yo,
Nah, he ain't trading that
I
pick.
think
But
Yeah,
that's solidified. You
okay.
can't go
No,
wrong.
I
You
will
can't
say
go
nah,
this
wrong
though.
trade.
To
with
DJ's
shit like
point,
that.
though, if we
Don't
get the
even say
first
that.
pick, there are going to be teams going to Sean saying, "Hey, you want to trade that pick?" Like they're going to be tempting
Nah,
offers.
he ain't
yo,
trading that pick.
yo,
Marcus,
LA.
No,
He
Scott.
saved his job by getting those picks.
Yo,
I mean,
LA.
Scott didn't really save his job, or we just need him to finish his
He
rebuild and
saved
get
it for
somebody
now.
else.
his
For
job was already
now.
safe
Yo,
anyway.
For
yo.
now.
Stop acting
Boom,
like
No,
you
ain't no
Joe
haven't
for
had.
Side's
now.
in
He here for the
charge.
long run now.
Stop acting like you haven't heard people say Cooper Flag could become the next Keith Van Horn, bro. The next
But
Keith Van Horn.
we just
But
had an
look,
argument.
Keith
We
Van
just had a
Horn
Yeah.
was
talk
not
last pod
bad.
on who was.
Easy E. He wasn't garbage.
I would take
He averaged
Ace
20 a game.
Bailey.
The
I would take
people,
Ace
Yeah,
Bailey.
we had a talk last part. We had a talk on Breezy Pod about who we taking number one. A lot of niggas said Ace.
but
I would
niggas saying,
take Ace Bailey.
but there's some
If
people
you
saying
have
Cooper
doubt.
Flag might not pan out. Like, come on, son, that's wild, crazy right there, right?
Well,
I think Cooper might pan. I think either whoever we get, if 1, 2, 3, whoever it is, will
Right,
pan out. It just matters
right.
on who we get.
I don't know. I don't know
But
about
I
Cooper
don't
Flag,
think.
man. I mean, I was
You see,
watching like another highlight confirmation with him. He has this
you see,
one go-to move, and I'm like, damn, dude,
you see,
like a
you see.
behind the back crossover.
No, listen, BK, you're right that Cooper has a lot to prove this college year. Everybody's gonna be watching him. I just hope
if
he has a great college
if the
season
Nets
and answer
if
some
the Nets get
questions.
1 through 2, I would take either Cooper or Ace,
Right,
and then the other picks get a guard. There's
right,
plenty of guards in the pick. That
right.
all of them kind of decent too.
So Scott, let me ask you this: if you get the 2 pick, you're not going to pick VJ?
Oh no, I would pick. I would pick the forwards, the taller guys,
Nah,
Okay.
not with the options we got. I would. Only
because
time
there's
I
not
pick
that
these.
many forwards in the draft pick that has
Right.
Ace Bailey skill. So in the
Ah,
guard level,
And we
there's
need
high.
Bro, Scott,
a 3-6
imagine
team,
Edgecombe
man.
had Ace Bailey's height, man, with that athletic explosion.
I'm not
I
gonna
think
I
lie.
know.
Edgecombe might
I
be
want
top two,
Edgecombe
man.
is nice. He's
I
Oh, he's
want
nice.
really
Edgecombe,
nice.
bro.
He's
I'm not
Nice
gonna
nice.
lie.
guy.
And we need a
Bro.
3. We need a 3 bad. Like as much
You
as I don't
need.
like
I would take the
Edgecombe, we need a
forward.
3.
Well, that's the good thing about Cooper Ace. You could play.
Well,
I want him at the three.
what is Edgecombe though,
He's
John?
good.
What is he, a shooting
Your
guard?
guard.
He's like a
He a
small
shooting
power
guard. He's like
forward,
a
I think,
shooting guard.
right?
I
He a
ain't gonna
two
lie.
guard.
I don't care, bro. I would draft him.
No.
Edgecombe, right, DJ?
Nah,
Yeah,
That's the
nah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
mistake right
definitely,
there.
Nah,
definitely.
bro. That's
They
another
say he's
you
a
Ant-Man
don't
right
take
there.
three-level
That's the
Edgecombe. You don't
mistake
scorer.
take
right there.
Edgecombe at 2.
Yo,
I think
BK.
you
That's
take him at
another.
5.
Yo, BK. That's another Ant-Man right there, bro.
Yeah, man. It's
Oh,
like a
He's
John
got
Morant,
Ant-Man
Not with
vibe.
Dylan.
Durant, like slash like Ant-Man in one
Okay.
player right there.
Not with Dylan and Ace still on the board. I
Yeah, I
can't
Can't
couldn't
take
do
forget
that.
that. I
Dylan and
couldn't do that.
Ace.
No, listen.
Yeah, they don't
This,
need
all
that.
right, so this team for the
And
last
Ace got hops too. That nigga got bounced. If
They don't
anything,
need that.
you're not really losing anything if you talk
All right,
about
bet then.
athleticism.
Yo,
That
Ellen,
nigga's gonna
Ellen,
be a
Ellen, hold
Ellen.
on
bust.
1 second, guys. You need players that
Draft
actually
all of
puts
them.
pressure
Draft all of
on
them.
the defense,
Yeah,
man.
DJ, we're a perfect world,
I
man.
wish.
You need no, sir. You need
If we
players
have
that
one through
actually put
five, get
pressure
all
on
these
the rim.
niggas.
Well, you should see Ace Bailey. Ace
What do
Bailey
you
is
think
a
about
good
that
Nah,
big
Ace
defensive
man
Bailey is
player.
nice though.
center, though?
Ace Bailey.
Common Luke. Have you guys looked at his game? He's a pretty big dude. I mean, he's got some fundamentals.
There's
But
another
Yeah,
guy.
he's
Hold
do.
on, hold on.
He's. If we can get him in the line, that would be.
There
And
was
if
another
Cam,
guy. Hold on, let me look
if
this
Cam
player
Thomas
up over
wasn't,
here.
yo, BK, if Cam
He was
Thomas
from
wasn't on this
Italia.
roster, I would take Edgecombe.
yeah, BK, look up Common Maluk afterwards. We haven't really checked him out. I think he's
There was
top
a
6 or
Russian
Yeah,
guy.
7.
Hold on.
he's gonna be playing with Cooper. I think at Duke.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
heard
right,
something called
right.
Hugo. I forgot his name. Hugo. I forgot the whole name, but
Hugo
Hugo something.
Gonzalez.
Hugo Gonzalez. How y'all feel about son? How y'all feel about boy?
All right, hold on.
He nice. I think he was 6'6", 6'7". Shoot the 3.
Oh, tall people in the
I think
draft.
A lot of
he
these guys
going
are 6
whoever
foot,
he
man.
go.
That's fun.
Yeah, a lot of these guys is tall as shit. Like they gonna be whoever they go
There's
to,
this,
they gonna
there's
be
this
able to
Italian
impact.
kid over here, man. It's from
He's probably like
Italia, from
one of the
Italia.
tallest
Right,
drafts.
right over here. I think, yeah, Dame Sar. All right, so here could be. I mean, I think, yeah, Dame Sar.
James Shaw is nice too.
Yeah, this is who
He's
I want
nice
to
too.
actually pick with this Suns pick.
Who's that?
over
Alex,
here.
our brother?
Sar. I'm not sure. Yeah,
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know.
I pulled up his highlights the last stream. So he's from Italy and 6'5", and they saying like, what's his comparisons? They don't have any comparisons on him yet. but They say he has a lot of talent and ability, but it's still unrefined. Can be a bit wild and careless with the ball. All right, so he's the project player. Here's his highlight package over here.
Dame Shaw is nice. If you can get him, I think it'll be a nice pairing.
So
You
Edgecombe
get
a shooting guard or a point guard?
This a French league. This a
I
yeah,
French
think
league.
shooting.
it's a shooting guard. He's not a point. He's a shooting guard.
Yeah, Edgecombe is
guard.
more of a shooting guard. I mean, you could try to experiment with him at the
He looked
one.
just like
but, I
he played
mean,
just like Ant-Man.
He's quick though. This guy's quick, man. Offensively, he's quick. Edgecombe, like he looks like a guy who could outrun a lot of these young guys.
He's probably someone you would try to if that next pick, if it lands there, that's someone you could probably try to get, with that pick. That's what is it projected
I
24?
like his basketball IQ, man. He wasn't
We
trying
should
to
have got
take.
active in this draft though. We should have, bro.
I mentioned that DJ, but looking back at it, we didn't have to. I mean, there was really more role players than there were like guys that really
You could've
stick out.
found-
Yeah, I thought we should have got that guy that that BK talked about, Bud Carrington, man. That guy looks really good from when he's on Summer League.
Zach,
This draft is actually much better, man. Coming up, man.
Oh, this draft's gonna be good, man. This draft gonna be good. We gotta go hunting, man. We got the most picks in the draft, man. We gotta make it count. We gotta make it count. Gotta go swing on
This
this
draft has a lot of guys
draft
that
Bob Myers so that we can
will
get
play
the.
out.
Yes, DJ. Yes, let's go. Let's start the trend, man. Hashtag get Bobby now.
Isaiah Evans can be a good pickup. He's going to be playing with Cooper this year.
There's a young guard that's
6'7",
intriguing.
6'8"
Trey Johnson. He's somebody to look into. He's a guy that can grow into a defender. He's got some good scoring
Yeah,
stuff.
you
He's
got
6'6".
Ian Jackson. You got Igor. Yeah,
Wow,
you got,
Connor
you got
Malik
lots of
is
these
7
dudes,
feet
man.
tall. Damn, and 250.
I think Common is like 7'2". Yeah, I think you're
Jeez.
I'm telling you, bro. Like that is another Ant-Man right there, bro.
I'm a
I think Edgecombe might still be growing too. I think Edgecombe might not be done growing. He might be tall.
How tall is he? How tall is he?
6'4".
What's his wingspan?
Oh, I'm not sure. No, I
Look at
don't know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna pull
Yeah,
it up.
BK.
Hold on.
I think he might be taller than that. I think he's like 6'5" at this point. He might be still growing.
The height be good. I'm not gonna lie, but like the wingspan be.
But Edgecombe
crucial.
is nice.
He be blocking shots,
Like-
bro. He be.
If he got a crazy.
When I say put pressure on the rim, this is what I'm talking about
Yo,
right here.
this
Look
guy
at-
gives
look
me
at how-
air.
Somebody to get that crowd going up there in Barclays, bro.
Exactly.
He looks like he gives me some Anthony Simmons vibes too, man, from a scoring.
I just see
Man,
his dribble,
a little bit
step
of
back
everything.
on, bro.
Damn.
There you go. Defense is something that Cam Thomas can do. You'll never see Cam
Yo,
Thomas
he
do
just
that.
fly into the chair. Yo, this is
You'll
crazy,
never
man.
see Cam
Come on.
Thomas do that. Never.
Stop, BK.
This
Stop.
Yo, if Cam Thomas
It's
did
the
that,
fact.
he'd break this.
Stop,
Man.
man.
BK, if
Don't
Cam
be
did that,
don't
he'd
be
break
doing
this.
that.
Hey,
You gotta be real though, bro.
come on.
His neck
LM,
fucked
you
up after
gotta be
that,
real,
bro.
bro.
Listen,
You
Thomas
can't
got
do it.
I'm
that
not
scoring
saying he's
dog,
wrong,
but he don't
but
got that body
come on, bro.
dog.
You don't
Man.
got a
Come on.
basketball player to do that.
Stop. Man. I ain't
That's
seen him
not
shoot
bad.
a shit
I'm being
outside
real,
shot
man.
yet.
Like, are we
Chill.
trying to build a team here, man?
I see him
Like
dunking.
Yeah, but BK, it's got to be by
got
the
a
next
mid-range
2-3
game.
seasons. Can't do it all one season, BK. I'm with you to an extent on your thought process
That
there.
nigga tried to
Yo,
kill himself.
yo,
just
It
John-
depends on. It
now.
depends on where
Hey,
he.
what, DJ?
Jonathan was the first one to say it. Like he does have that Ant-Man because like Ant-Man
Yeah.
played the exact same way when he was coming into the league.
It's
It
just
depends.
sweet.
I think we only get Edgecombe if we land at 5 for real. If we buy
look-
it now, I don't think we get him. I'm not.
I think Edgecombe will be. I think the guy that sticks out even more than Cooper Aceman, just
All right,
because this
so
guy could do a little bit of everything.
My concern
Like
with
nobody's looking at him right
Mark
now as a
is
top pick.
that is he going to go?
we need to start looking at these ace highlights, bro.
Is he gonna
That's
go-
the
is he
real
gonna
one.
Yeah, that's what you need to look at.
No,
Is
you
he
know
gonna
what we
go-
should do?
No,
We
I
should
mean,
do a
these are
draft.
all
We should do a few draft streams going on, like one on Cooper, one on Ace, one on Edgecombe. Do it separately because we keep doing it together. It's good to do separate videos.
Yeah,
DJ,
because
my-
that
my-
ace is
my-
no
my-
joke.
Y'all better look at
DJ
other
is that
people other than
is Sean
Ace.
Marks going to go with the best player or go with the safest pick? You know, like whoever the
I
media
think-
kind of puts pressure on him to actually draft. Because
I think knowing him, he's gonna just go with the safest pick.
Who's the safe pick?
a Cooper Flag.
Harper.
No,
That's
Cooper
No,
Flag.
no.
Nah,
It
it
was one.
depends on where you land.
Facts.
Oh, right.
No, let's say hypothetically the Nets get the number 1 pick, right?
Wait, so you
I
said so
think-
BK? You said the best pick and then the safest pick. the best
Yeah.
like the best player would be Cooper Flag, right?
Yeah.
That's
Is
what
it
he is
though?
actually saying. I don't think so though.
Well,
I
that's
think it's
subjective
Ace
now.
Bailey, right? And Sean Marks has got to have some balls like Danny Ainge had back in 2017. Everyone's like, "Oh, you gotta take Fultz. You gotta take Fultz." He's like, "Nah, Jason Tatum's better, so I'll just trade to pick the Philly and draft Tatum at 3." Right? Like, if Ace Bailey is the best guy, you gotta take Ace Bailey no matter what. Like, just
Yeah.
Well, Gary, my question to you is this:
I
What
mean,
if
I don't know. I mean,
Ace and
either
Cooper
one is
both
good.
have great college seasons? The numbers are so tight, so similar that it's almost like it's shooter's choice at that point. You know, who you want to land on.
If it's like if you think it's that close, like you gotta like this is why they make millions of dollars. You gotta be able to decide who's better. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at him now, and I don't think that Cooper Flag has a consistent jump shot. That's a problem in today's NBA.
That's
Ace
for
is a
sure.
better jump shooter.
Yes, he is.
And Harper is so NBA ready. Like I love Harper. Like he's got
Yes.
like the Brunson thing where he just plays at his own pace. He just plays at his own pace, and he comes
I don't
to
know
you.
about
And he's got the vision. He's a ball handler. Like he's the most NBA ready guy. But I would say Ace Bailey has the
over
highest
Cooper and
upside. As NBA ready, like watch his game. Like I've been watching a lot of Dylan Harper. Like watch his game. Like you can tell he comes from.
So no,
Well,
you're
Gary-
right. No, I would take Ace Bailey over Edgecombe because of the athleticism plus the 3-point shot.
Well,
So yeah,
I would say
I'm
this,
thinking-
Gary. I would say this with Harper. It's almost if you choose Harper, it's almost like you have to expect Thomas and Claxton to take big jumps because they're going to be the main guys playing with him. I think if you get an Ace or Cooper, Claxton and Thomas won't have as much pressure on them.
bro?
But if you choose Harper, I think you have to rely a lot more on Thomas and
yo,
Claxton,
B-
though. So there'd be
yo,
potential
BK, I'm
risk
taking
there too.
the guy that the NBA players said is the most NBA ready. Bro.
So you
well,
took,
he's going.
saying that. Wasn't Pod Thorne saying that Ace Bailey has some holes in his game, or was Pod Thorne saying that?
I only heard the NBA players speak on one dude from this draft, and that's Cooper Flag, bro. So.
All right, like if you like, look, Cooper Flag's got tremendous upside, right? Like I see it. So if that's like, that's what I'm saying. That's why Marks is making millions of dollars to do. So he's got to get this right, right? Like if it's Cooper Flag, make sure it's good. Make sure he's the best player in the group.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's like as me as just like an observer, to me Ace Bailey looks like the best player.
He got a
I mean,
great
for what
shot.
I'm seeing,
This is a good debate. This is a good debate, man.
what
because
I'm seeing, this dude look like.
Ace Bailey looked
You got
one guy.
outstanding.
All right. So you got Ace. Cooper Flag is being compared to
who you
Andre
taking, BK?
Kirilenko and Josh Smith. We know Josh Smith was trash. He was a one-dimensional
Andre
player. He was. So the only person that actually just run the floor.
Don't do that.
Johnson had a
That's
better-
nasty
That's
word.
nasty word. Don't
It's
do
true.
that.
I mean, he had no post move. He had no footwork. Yeah, his jumper was okay. I think he could be better than Josh Smith, but this is what the NBA scouts are actually saying.
He was great in
But
transition.
they feel
But
like
BK, look at the scouting report. It says he's not a player. Defenders want to jump.
AK-47, Andre Kirilenko.
Yo, Andre
Or
Kirilenko was
young
crazy.
guys.
Bro. I'm not gonna lie though.
But he wasn't a guy that he wasn't like a T-Mac. I mean, he was a high-end role player. You know, I mean, him and D. Will went to the Western Conference Finals together. I'm not saying he's garbage, but you got to look at what the NBA scouts are actually comparing him to. Like they're comparing Ace Bailey to T-Mac.
See, this is an accurate. This is an accurate
One
one.
guy being
According to Mike
This
Scott,
is
BK,
accurate draft no player. If I'm talking about Ace, this is accurate in what they're saying.
BK,
There's a lot of
according-
stuff they gotta work on.
according to Mike Scotto, he got some different opinions from NBA insiders. They're actually comparing Ace Bailey to a Paul George. Some of you guys are saying KD, and I'm like, how we go from KD to Paul George? Like some of you guys think they're interesting,
Yes,
man.
he still probably has a growth spurt in him.
He's
He's around
6'9". He
6',
could-
they're now 6'10" right now.
He's 6'9". He can
guys
play
can still
defense.
throw.
He
Yeah.
can shoot. He got a post
But
game. He got an
BK,
outside game. He got an inside game.
I'm
Come
telling
on,
you, this
this
is what
guy-
we
One
need.
thing they say he has to
BK,
improve on, Scott, is his shot selection. I'm saying shot selection of Ace is the only thing that really has
So
to work
listen,
on.
BK,
But he got the skills, though.
Hold on.
You have the argument.
Yeah.
He
You have the
got the
argument
skill.
all the time about you have the argument all the time, but in I'll give it to you here. You talk about you want athleticism on this team.
Yeah, man.
This is the guy, man. They
Yeah,
said he
he
is
got
not a.
it.
This is, defenders do not want to jump with this dude.
Nope.
Yeah.
Like he is. He is. You combine that with the shot making. He is a player that Barclays is going to be jumping up for.
Him
hear how-
and
He's
Ben
hear how
Simmons,
happy
like
BK is?
DJ was saying, you got to get guys that's going to get the Barclays excited. So
Yep.
I'll come to a Nets game.
Yo,
I'm
Plus he
definitely-
plays.
See?
Wait, I have a question
Plus
for
he's from
LM.
Rutgers. He play in
LM,
Rutgers.
if we draft Ace Bailey, you ready to call them the Brooklyn Aces, man?
But
This
yo,
nigga BK
BK,
is
Barclays,
cheesing.
Nah, not Brooklyn
Barclays be
Aces.
quiet, bro. There don't be nobody up in there, bro.
This nigga BK is cheesing through the mic, bro. You talking athleticism? He can't stop hiding his grin, bro. I know you happy right now.
Listen,
yeah.
I'll give it to him
Yeah.
there.
Yo, easy. Have you seen
if you
Edgecombe
get
play
some
though, bro?
athleticism with the
Nah, I haven't seen Edgecombe. I haven't seen him though.
He's
Oh, let
another
me
Ant-Man,
show
I'm
the
telling
highlights of Edgecombe real quick, man.
That
Hold
is
on.
another
Okay.
Ant-Man right there, bro.
Yo, this
if we
guy's got
if we got both of them, that would be
man.
freaking crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's see. All right.
Ant-Man is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I think
If
of
If you
either
get
of
number
them.
you
2
look
and
at
5
not the
by the
Ant-Man
grace
now,
of God,
like Ant-Man when he was just coming into the league.
Ant-Man.
imagine
was
in
it-
a
I wish we
hypothetical
can
world
get
you
these
get
two.
2 and 5.
If you can move up in the draft, I wish we can get Edgecombe and Ace Bailey on one team, man.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that would be sick.
yeah.
But
Bro,
here's
That
the
would
y'all
thing,
being
though.
greedy. Y'all being
How can
greedy.
we get to that Edgecombe pick? Like, we would have to move multiple first-round picks to a team and entice
5.
them to give up their pick.
You
I mean,
you
what
would
would a
have to
team give
get
up their
5
pick
from them.
selection
Oh,
for?
yo, BK. So
You
now
have to get the 5 from them.
John wants the black player. He moving off the white player. Cooper Flag.
No,
No, that's
I'm open-minded. Listen, I
See you
think
later.
Cooper is a great get if we have the opportunity to get him. But also, I think
We all know why you wanted Cooper
realistically,
Flag though, John.
no, listen, but I think realistically, we have a better shot at Ace or Dylan. But I would always aim for the top pick, man, always. But I think realistically, I'd be fine with Ace or
white boy on the
Parker.
team.
Jonathan, if you had the number 1 pick, who are you taking?
I mean, you make strong arguments for Ace, man. I think he'd be great for the fan base, but my mind tells me that Cooper will surprise a lot of people, and we'd be fortunate to select him. But I agree with what you're saying. He needs to get a
Don't go
jump
by
shot.
that
No,
scrimmage.
no,
Look what happened. All right. Let's go. Let's look at Team USA. Right when the South Sudan team played them the first time in that scrimmage.
John,
Look what
answer
happened
my
a couple of days ago, man. When
Bro,
like, they really started
BK, you on the
rooting for-
What is
website?
he?
Yo,
What is it?
you matrix around that question. You tap
BK, you on the website?
No,
nigga.
yeah,
I'm sure they got
listen, if I
Cooper
could have
Flag
both, I
highlights.
would,
Pull them up
man.
and see
It's
what
hard
the
to
guys
choose
say.
What's
you
that?
want to say Cooper Flag, but you want to say it.
No, I say you on the website. You might as well click Cooper Flag. They got all the highlights of these guys.
Oh
Love
yeah.
their teams, see what they think.
Let me get Cooper Flag. No, I wanted easy to see Edgecombe over there.
VJ.
Yeah, I'm sure they definitely got Cooper.
See, my thing is, like I said, here's at the
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, Andre Kirilenko, Scottie Pippen. That's where they got him. And this is this NBA draft net. There's like no, this is NBA
Scottie Pippen though.
NBA draft room. Yeah.
That's a huge hit.
Number 2, Nolan Traore. Nah.
Yeah, I
What?
can't believe they moved
That's what I'm
Ace
saying.
down
Up and down,
to
easy,
4.
I'm telling you.
That's rough, man. That is rough to move Ace down 4, man.
They got us getting Dylan though. I'm not mad at that, but
Why they
could
got
be
us
up
at
and
4?
down.
though? What they saying?
Ace Bailey is really more the
But yeah,
shot
I think they got
selection.
Cooper highlights on here though. They definitely should. There's no way they don't.
No, they do. They do. They have Cooper over here. So, let's see. Let's look at Cooper Flag.
I'd be fine with either one of Ace or Cooper. I think they're both really good guys. I mean, they both similar heights, similar skill sets, both good on offense, defense. Like, how rare is it to have 2 top prospects that are good at a lot of things when usually in the draft they're good at one thing? Like, this is going to be a draft of riches.
It's just Cooper's frame. I think he's gonna grow into it, but
No, he's too.
think
He's
you gotta-
205 playing at the power forward position. That's not going to cut it, man. That's
He's a good
really more
ISO
like.
scorer, though. He's got a good ISO.
Even bigger than
This
that.
Cooper? This
Yeah, this
Cooper?
Cooper.
Okay.
Where do they got the kid from the South Sudan going? The kid that's on the South Sudan Olympic team that's going to Duke. Kuman Mullah.
Malou?
Yeah, Malou.
yeah.
Yeah, he's a
ISP kid to look
scorer.
into him. ISP kid to look into him. We're going to look into him
He's
a
a
little bit
scorer.
after we see the highlights. He's big, 7'2". My
And
gosh.
he moves too.
Yeah, he moves
like
good.
His freakish.
Jesus Christ, 7'2".
Yo, if we had Claxton and Clowney in our starting lineup and Common coming off the bench, yo, we get big quick.
7'2".
Call us the Brooklyn Bruises, man.
He's like
Stop calling us the
he's like
Brooklyn
7.
Bruises.
I think he's like 7'2", 250.
7'2".
Yo, so DJ, what are they saying about Cooper Flag, the NBA players?
The NBA players about Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
They just said like he's the most NBA ready type of guy. They said that he has the most potential, to be a star in this league.
Good pass.
They really idolize. They really mess with his game, bro. But I haven't seen anybody speak on the other players though.
Okay.
I think that will change around March.
Some of the highlights.
I think it changed around March. He can stretch it out. It's not consistent.
You got LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so for what I was watching like a full game. I think I forgot which game it was. I got to look for it though. But he was dribbling to double teams and turning the ball over, and his jump shot is not consistent.
One bad game, BK. Come on, BK.
It was like 3 in a row, man. It was like 3 in a row.
Oh my God, 3 in a row. Oh man, Cooper, you're down 10. Man.
A guy wide open in the corner, and then
maybe the media is right. We don't deserve Cooper Flag.
No, see that's why we have to also be realistic. I always aim for number 1. It'd be great if we got number 1, but I would love if we got number 2 because then it'd be ace. No doubt, we'd have no disagreements about this. We know he'd be a great pick for us.
This is his go-to move right here. This behind the back crossover.
Yeah,
this is his go-to move right here.
I hate to have number 1 because we're gonna have a lot of heated discussions if we have the number 1 pick. Like I'll be one minute with Cooper, and then you're gonna say, "Yo,
sometimes getting number 2 is better off."
You pull on my brain.
See, this is his go-to move right here, behind the back, between the legs. So
nice.
Yeah. That's his go-to move.
I will say this: I think what Cooper and Ace gonna have an advantage of when it comes to this. Whoever gets the small guard,
he can shoot easy.
It's going to be a nightmare for the small guard.
This is the guy I'm talking about, Rocco.
That's because BK don't show Cooper's highlights easy because he'd always show all of his highlights. I see different highlights of Cooper, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 7-footer, the 7'2" guy. This is him right here, Rocco.
Yeah, no, Colin Maluk. Go down a little bit.
You gotta go down.
I got it.
Yeah.
All right, 7 foot 250.
Right. There we go.
It'd be nice if Brooklyn get that pick.
Oh man!
Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
Is it me or it reminds me of a little Bobo? What do you have?
Bobo is nasty.
Bobo, that dude is not 250 pounds, man.
BK. Bobo does not play inside.
If we got Common, that would be a very good pick, man.
He's long though, man. You see his wingspan? Jesus.
Yeah.
Man.
Nah, Bobo was kind of playing inside this season on the summer.
Yeah, because they.
I mean, look at the length.
You don't want to do that shit.
Yeah, no, you see his arms, man. Yeah.
The length is insane.
Let's just say this guy is no young teenager. He's a big dude.
Can he score?
It says he's got offensive upside. He can hit the 3-ball. That's rare for a big his size to shoot 3-ball, but they say he needs to get a more consistent game. That's what they're saying.
Oh, he needs footwork.
He's 250. Yeah,
he's a raw big though, which is good, and he's got different skill sets.
I'll probably pass up on him.
I don't know.
Nah, you reminds me of Taco 4 a little bit though, man.
No more, bro. I don't want.
Nah, Taco had no gravity, man. Taco had no gravity, man.
Taco is nasty.
Seriously, man. Come on, Taco can't even dribble the ball.
We don't need a Taco. We don't need a Taco.
Yo, if Jordi is a defensive-minded coach,
don't say that on TV.
I don't even like Taco.
I wanted to get a reaction. I'm just messing around.
No, you're funny. Man.
I don't want no tacos. Thank you.
Let me see what NBA Draft Net got on him. Let me see. I don't think there's much of a scouting report on him, though.
No, there's very few highlights, but from what I'm seeing, he's big. He's got different skill sets. He needs to be more consistent.
I think we're gonna get more of these guys as the months go by. Because I feel like it's still too early. But once everybody starts playing college ball and seeing how these guys can get, I think
there's not much on him. I mean, the NBA scouts haven't really scouted him yet, though. They don't even have a comparison or anything like that, man. But they just got him measured at 250, 7'4.5 wingspan. Okay, 28-inch max vertical I mean, I don't know, but it's still question marks on him. Same thing with Edgecombe. They don't have a scout really.
What about Dink Pate again? Let's look into Dink Pate. We were talking about him, I think, a few weeks ago as a scoring guard option for us. I want to look at him a little bit.
I think he
y'all
played the
don't think
point guard
Taco
position.
fall over here, man? Y'all don't think so here? Well,
Nah,
I
I
mean, he does
don't.
kind of play
Nah,
kind of like Chicago Falls a little bit.
I think he's more versatile than Taco.
Yeah.
yeah, so
I don't
they
think.
don't really have anything much on him. They said he can actually shoot the three ball. So I guess it's like somewhat like Clowney, a bigger Clowney, I think.
Well, this guy's
Right?
250 pounds, BK, a lot
No, I
bigger
said
than
bigger,
Clowney.
bigger
Yeah.
Clowney.
He's
Just
bigger
physically
than.
very well.
He
Yeah,
got
yeah.
more weight on him
You
than
guys
Clowney and
watched him
Claxton
play?
combined, man.
Yeah, I think he's
17.
gonna make Claxton gain weight. They'll be like, damn, we gotta
Yo,
start eating more.
Jordy got to get our players in the gym, bro.
But I
Right.
mean, Horty being the defensive minded coach he is, I mean, I'm sure he
Are
will
you sure
want to
about
try
that?
to target some defensive players on this team.
It'd be
Some
nice if
players
he
that
could
can play
help.
defense.
It'd be nice if he could help Thomas improve. Like if he could actually give Thomas some ways to improve on his defense, that'd be great. Like I know he's gonna focus on the big guys, but try to help the guys that aren't as good in the defense. You know, like that would help our growth period a little
So the
bit.
next two that have a Knicks pick, so they got him picking
Somebody gonna have to
Kwame
got people.
Evans Jr.
Kwame.
Let's see.
Kwame is nice. I don't know. It depends on where he goes, but Kwame, what is it, 6'9", 6'8" ish.
Yeah,
He got
6'9". I'm
potential.
got a lot of
Yeah,
work to do over here, man.
You think?
yeah.
Every player on this team be getting blown by, bro.
Yeah, Sean Watts got a lot of work to do in this next couple of years. You got
Yeah, the scouting guys got a lot of they gonna have a lot of work to do this year, man. Our scouting team.
No, that's
Yo,
the
yo,
next 2 years. I mean,
yo,
what are you going to do with
Oh
Cam
yeah.
Thomas, though, man?
yo,
That's the whole
BK,
thing. Are you going to
BK,
sign him or that got
Well,
into like a heated
well, we're
debate.
gonna figure that
I think
out
we keep
if
him.
Sean really
let me
values
ask
him. We're
you.
gonna see where he puts his money where his mouth is, or
But if
not.
you get, like I said, if you get Dame Saw over here, man, do you keep
Nah,
Cam Thomas?
he won't replace Cam.
Nah, man,
You're
he's not
talking
gonna replace
X-Cone.
Hey, Pothorn, what do you say, Pothorn?
And it's too much rookies to be selected. I don't think they're gonna use all those
If
picks on all
Cam
those. That's too much
Thomas,
development to be had.
if
Like,
So
everything works, Cam Thomas is your elite six man off the bench. That's like if everything
He
works
don't want to
out.
be a 6 man though. That's the problem.
Yeah, we
Well,
talked about this, Pothorn, a few
there's not
streams
going to be
ago.
many
You don't know if
teams
Thomas
that's
would
going to
want
want him
that,
for a
though.
starter.
But
Like
Pothorn, he doesn't want to. He's made that clear. He doesn't want to be a starter.
Yeah, he says he's the best on the team. He doesn't believe he's a bench guy. But here's the
Well,
thing,
he's going to
though.
have to
If,
show it.
yeah, right,
and
Scott. But if we aim high
and
on the
he's
next two
been
drafts, I mean, Thomas has to make a
I mean,
decision
when
for the
he
team and
and
not
think
himself at
about
that
it.
he
point.
time, bro. Like I don't think.
He's
where's Harlem's guy, Mikey Williams at? He's not even up here, right?
No.
Damn.
Mikey
Nah,
Williams.
he
nah,
know.
I
Mikey,
don't even know why that guy
Cannon
is back.
Cassius is a good
Mikey
player
is
too.
nice.
You can get Cannon.
Mikey's
The
actually
nigga
nice.
with the charge? The nigga with the charge?
Mikey Williams is.
No
I don't
fucking
know.
way.
He should be on here. But I
He
don't
is
No
on
know.
here.
fucking
He's
way.
on here.
No, he was
Isaiah
on like
Evans
about
is
a month
is
ago. He
good.
was like they had him at 36 or something like that, but now he's not even like.
Isaiah Evans is
I
a good
don't
one
know because there was
too.
a lot of controversy with him. So
Isaiah Evans is a really good
See,
one.
that's the thing. We don't need a guy with
6'7" wing.
controversy. Like, we need
Yeah,
guys with
but that's
he
what
has to
matters
controversy,
though.
he has to
man.
put more weight on though. A small forward. I mean, there's guards that are bigger than this right here, man.
That's bad.
So
170 is bad.
He
yeah.
give me Brandon Ingram vibes. Like he
Brandon Ingram
definitely
is
gotta. He definitely gotta put more weight on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying. You put
Ingram was
the
Yeah,
middle
it's a
skinny.
Brandon
size,
Ingram
though,
for
man.
years.
170. That's not good, man.
Yeah, 170 is not good.
For NBA level type. Like, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
where's
But
Mikey
he
Williams? Because wasn't Harlem actually bigging this guy up and
I think
everything?
he was
Man?
drafted in the second round, BK, around like 36. Let me check. I gotta check the second round here.
Nah, he's not even up
I
here.
would say
He was in the 30s,
wow.
but now he's not.
I don't know where he's at though. He should be here, but
I gotta check second
maybe it's because
round.
he ain't reclassified yet or something. I don't know.
No, he
Hey,
was up
is there
here.
any
They had him up
BK?
here.
We should
Wait,
trade
I'm in the
Derek
second
Whitehead.
round here.
What happened, DJ? I didn't hear you.
We should trade Derek Whitehead.
I don't know who's gonna want him, man. I mean, Lonnie Walker can't even get picked up right now, so who's gonna really
You
want him?
can't get anything for him.
You can't
Yeah.
trade
Yeah,
him.
and
Facts.
he only 19. Like, I mean, might as well
I
see
say
what
we
he
waive
can
him.
do.
No, definitely, man.
I mean, let's be fair. Let's give him a year of the G League to see if he can be healthy for
Nah,
like
nah,
the
A
nah.
lot
regular
of, a lot of,
time
listen, a
before
lot of
that
the
will be
guards
here.
that are coming out, man, like this Dame Star can actually easily replace him. I mean,
There's so many easy. Like he's so replaceable, bro. Like
yeah.
No. To your point, DJ. I mean, if he doesn't stay healthy next year, I think you definitely have to have that conversation at that point because he hasn't shown he can be
yeah,
healthy.
I've seen enough
Even
from him, bro.
now,
Like, I
who
don't know.
cares? Listen, who cares now? You don't really need him, man. I
Well,
mean,
I mean, BK, the goal is to rebuild this season. We know where we're going. I'm just saying you don't have to make the decision until next year. I'm just saying, like, why make
it's
it
only
now?
going
He's
to
when
see
it
gonna
his
only
don't
get
playing
minutes. He's gonna
time.
be in the G League. So what's the point of keeping him?
To see if he
Yeah,
can be
Mike Williams. Yeah,
healthy,
that's Harlem guy,
consistent.
BTP. He wanted to
Mike
be
Williams,
number
dude.
one.
Yeah,
He was
Mikey Williams will
Mikey.
never be a Brooklyn
John,
net.
I'm
Never.
looking in the second round. I don't see this guy. I don't see him. He was
Mikey
there.
was
Now
actually
he's not
supposed to
even
be in
there
this
anymore.
draft. He's supposed to be in the last draft that we just had
Oh, okay.
with Bronny and all that.
Is
He's supposed to be in
is
that draft.
I
Kaya
don't.
Anthony gonna be in the draft?
Yo,
Who?
BK,
Yeah, I'm listening.
BK, don't use that website. That's the wrong website. Like that website is run by like Nick fans or some shit like that. Yo,
Why is it like
What?
yeah,
No way.
like DraftNet. Even DraftNet is not dependable. The ESPN dude that used to have that used to own that original, the one that everyone used to go to, Mike Schmintz or whatever his name is. He's got the best board for the mock draft, and their player comparisons are more accurate.
Wow, PK,
Yeah,
you've been giving us bad
PT,
source material. Okay, but we have to review your whole career on this blog, man.
PT, Mel Kiper don't got a draft board yet? Mel Kiper don't got one out yet? Mel Kiper?
Dang, they got us picking ninth, man.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah. After
No. Okay, I don't believe this one, man. Ninth.
Well,
Come
maybe
on.
Harlem is right. Maybe the Nets can actually really get into the seventh
Oh
eighth
my!
seed.
BK. My God.
That's nothing. Like, I don't pay attention to that. I only look at the player scouting. Like, they have the most scouts looking at players than anybody else, and that's what I care about. I just look at
He
the.
said
I
the
look
Knicks fans, bro. Oh my god.
Bro, they got Drake Powell going too, bro.
Yeah,
Right,
This
so you
is
know what?
highly
This
inaccurate.
is actually a good discussion to have right now. Are all these teams better than us? Detroit, Washington,
Wait,
Charlotte,
how does
Portland?
Toronto draft over? They actually got a decent young core, and they should be better this year. How are they ahead of
all
us?
these teams are going to be trying to lose games, though, man. So
Drake Powell being
everybody's
two is
I don't
all
think
I
Detroit
needed
trying
to
to lose
see,
games,
bro. This
BK.
is
everybody's
inaccurate, bro.
tank.
I don't think Detroit trying to lose games, BK.
There's gonna be a whole.
Yeah, I don't
lot
think
of
Detroit's
tanking
gonna
going
lose
on.
If
either.
Cooper Flag isn't it? Yeah, they is. They
Oh,
trying to
you
win,
tell me
man.
we got to play tank potato, man. Oh my gosh, you lose a game, I lose a game.
I think Charlotte
You
gonna
see
be
the
better.
talent in this draft?
I don't
The
think Charlotte
talent
is
in
gonna
this
win
Well, you
draft
know
another
got
what?
game.
See, NBA DraftNet has Cooper Flag at a 2 guard / small forward. So if you put Cooper Flag at the 2, ooh.
Wait,
I don't think
yeah,
he's ready. I don't think he's ready for two. I would say three. I'm not going two.
I don't think Charlotte is gonna lose games.
He's not even a 3. He's a 4, yo.
Yeah, if Cooper,
Nah, he can't
if
be a
Cooper
four.
was
Not
the
with that.
two,
Not with
Thomas
that
would have to
frame.
be the one. If Cooper was the two, Thomas would have to be the one. I don't know.
He
if
can't be a
Thomas
four
is
with
ready
that
for
frame. He's gonna get murdered in the league. He gotta
Yeah,
be at the
not
three.
at the 4, not yet.
Oh, he's
You gotta
gonna
put
get
on
bigger
muscle.
though. He's gonna play 4 in college. He's gonna be a 4 at Duke. He's gonna get bigger. He's gonna put on weight, and he might start at the 3 in the NBA, but he's gonna be a 4 eventually. Look at him. Look at his game and look at him.
Yeah, that's against high schoolers, man. You gotta look at Paulo Banchero, Anthony
yeah,
Davis.
he's bigger than Ben Carroll.
No, he's not.
No, he's
Yo,
not. He's not.
Yo, I watched the
You
game.
see, Paulo Banchero looks like a Coke machine with legs on it, man.
Paulo is
Ew.
6'11", 250. That man is built like a tank.
Oh, where
Now
did
he's
PK
6'11".
this come from,
He ain't no
man?
6'11".
When he
He's
was a
6'10",
freshman in
250,
college, he
bro.
wasn't that big. When he was a freshman in college, he wasn't that big. These dudes are gonna grow. They're teenagers.
Bro, no.
That's right.
Paulo was
Yeah.
hockey at Duke, bro. Paulo was hockey at Duke.
Yeah,
But he ain't 6'11" though.
He's 6'10".
Nah, Paulo grew it.
Paulo
He
6'9".
did.
Paulo 6'9". Paulo
Yo,
came in
pull
like
his
6'9".
Paulo got
not
bigger,
6'11".
man.
Combine
Paulo got a
numbers.
little bigger on the court, man.
Paulo got taller. What y'all talking about?
Yeah, he did. He
He
got
might
Nah,
got-
taller.
he
Paulo
might
is
have got
definitely
bigger.
6. He not. Jokic is. They had a thing where the him and Jokic had an interview or whatever, and Jokic is 6'11". Paulo ain't looked that much shorter than Jokic. That nigga is
Wow.
around 6'10", bro.
Wow.
Even when
He's
he was
around
standing next,
6'10".
when you LM, did you see the one when he was standing next to AD and AD was 6'11",
Yeah,
like 7 foot?
PK, look
yeah,
up
they
Drake
damn near the
Powell.
same
Or has a
height.
question. He doesn't know who Drake Powell is, so I don't
Yeah,
either. So
But
let's look him up real quick.
him against Cooper against Paulo and all these dudes at this point in time, he's gonna get slaughtered, man. In terms of the
Yo,
strength,
if Cooper
like
and Ace bulk
it's
up, man, I
That's
can't wait
why
to see them versus
Cooper has to
Paulo,
be at the
man. That'd
small
be
forward,
fun.
bro. Cooper got to play small forward.
I like him at the 3 as of now.
You can
Yo,
play
if
both
you don't
Cooper
have a
and Ace
jumper,
at
you
the
can't play
3.
small forward in the NBA.
Yeah,
If
you
your
gotta have a
jumper,
jumper.
if your
He has
jumper
a jumper.
isn't,
He
no, he
does have a.
doesn't.
No, he does.
What are
It's
you
just not
gonna compare him
consistent.
to? What
There's
do
a
you?
Father, it's
Why do
just
difference
you
not a
think
between
they're
consistent
comparing him to
jumper.
Andre
bro,
Kirilenko?
bro.
Why do you think they're
There's a
comparing him to
difference
Andre
between having a jumper
Kirilenko?
and not being consistent. It's two different
Yeah,
things, bro.
but Hawthorne, isn't there other people you'd rather compare Cooper to, man? I mean, why is it always this one
That's what I'm
guy
saying.
we keep hearing?
I don't know where this narrative of him not having a jumper is coming from, bro.
He
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
don't
it's
have
seen
not
the
jumper.
consistent. It's
jumper.
not consistent. It's not
It's just
Yeah,
consistent.
not
that's not
consistent.
consistent, but it doesn't mean he hasn't shown it.
Look at his
Not
look at
having a
his tape.
jumper, is kind of like
And he's got a
that's Ben
3.
Simmons
And
type shit.
Cooper could shoot a pretty damn good 3, man, from distance, which is nice for a big
Son,
guy
I just
like
don't
him.
like I just don't like his form a little bit. I think the form need a little bit
Yeah,
more work, but he can definitely shoot it.
he's a
But
good passer
That's
too.
what I'm
He's
saying.
good.
Like he
He's a
has
good
a
team
jumper. To
passer
say
as
he has
well.
no jumper is crazy. He has a jumper.
somebody pull up his free throw shooting. I think he shoots 60%.
No, I think his free throw was good. I think it was at 70 or something. I
It's
don't think it was
70.
bad.
Somebody pull it up.
75.
I'm
you gotta check the
not
stats, but
Who you talking about? Cooper Flag?
just pull it
Cooper's
up.
is at
Yeah.
75, bro.
Hold on.
Where
it
is
might
he?
be. I think it might be higher, but I don't know. I never. He said 60%.
It's not 60%. No.
Yeah, so
Look,
Drake Powell is actually. It looks like he's a project player too. I mean, his.
why are you looking at
Drake
Drake
Powell
Powell?
is not two.
Orin
He's not
asked
gonna be
me,
two.
man.
Yeah, Oren had a question. Oren had a question. Oren had a question about him.
Yeah, it was a special request, man. Yeah, it was a
Nah,
special
man.
request.
Yeah,
Pull up
Drake
Cooper.
Powell's not going two. But
Pull up Cooper's stats, and then compare it to Ace.
But you
Ace,
just said he don't have a jumper though. Like that's
he
not
don't have a jumper. Why do you think they're comparing him to Kirilenko? Like, have they?
okay.
I
Comparisons don't
mean,
matter though. We all seen what happens when they don't make
It's
Right. I'm not gonna base Cooper off of one guy.
I'm not about to. I don't
No,
know.
it's
Yeah.
not.
No comparison.
But look at the other people they're comparing him to.
with Cooper Flag's
And
pop
Ace
up.
Bailey is compared to who?
Jump
Who's Ace
shot.
Bailey being compared to right now?
T
With
Mac,
Cooper Flag's jump shot pop thought, it's
Paul
just that.
George,
And he
Kevin
plays
Durant.
nothing like them dudes.
Yo,
Yeah.
he's better. He's like, oh my God. Did you see the dunk he pulled off the other day?
A dunk.
He went for you to be that tall and that young to be able to go
Man, just said
between the
T-Mac.
legs,
Like, he
behind
plays
the back,
nothing like
and
T-Mac,
dunk it while being able to shoot 40% from 3. That's rare,
But you
man.
I'll
going
tell
off
you
of
this:
NBA
to say that
comparisons,
Cooper's
like,
just
you
gonna be a
said
role player in this
T-Mac.
league,
He don't
that's
play like
wild for
I'm
me to
talking
even
about
think
scouting
about. This guy's gonna be a
comparisons.
role player, man. That guy's looking to start, not be a role player. Same with Ace. They're not role players.
Yo, they got the Nets winning some games over here. They get the CBS Sports have the Nets picking 6.
I don't mind the Nets trying to win those
They're
play-in
fucking
season
haters.
tournament games. I don't mind that. That's like away from the regular season.
that's
That's a
crazy
different
because
type of thing. I
CBS
don't
had us
mind
at
that.
one
Yo,
point.
BK,
They had
I'm
us
telling
at the
you,
one.
it's gonna be some type of like rigging going on in the NBA. The NBA don't want us to get any of these dudes, bro.
No, we're gonna get one of them. I don't know if
But
we
DJ
can get
might be
one, but I
right,
think we
man.
get 2 or
I'm
3.
telling
I think we
bro,
get 2
they
or
don't want to.
3.
They don't want to send
Really want the Nets to get. Are you
BK.
kidding
They
me?
don't want
That's
to send
money.
BK. They don't
We're
want
in
to
a
send
major
Cooper
market.
Flag. They don't want to send Cooper
Yeah,
Flag
I
or
mean,
Ace
DJ, you got to
Bailey
admit this
to the
about
Nets
Josiah Sean Marks. They have a lot of
The
financial
league is known as a
assets, man.
dysfunctional franchise, bro. The
To
NBA
Paul's
knows
Yo, they're gonna
point,
want.
they got money.
They're
gonna
gonna
want the
the
Nets.
Jersey boys in Brooklyn. They're
Nah,
gonna
the
want the
NBA not
Jersey
gonna allow
boys
it.
in
They're not
Brooklyn.
gonna let us.
Yeah, the
They're
Rucker
not good,
boys
bro.
is gonna go. We're gonna go for it.
Until
I can
Sean
see
Marks and
somehow.
Josiah leave, that's when we can get something good.
Nah, you think
Yeah, but what about Nolan though? Nolan's not bad though, right?
Josiah
I
get
mean,
along great
Nolan is
with the
good.
commissioner. He get along great. He did what the commissioner told him to do. Yo, I'm telling you, this year we get right. Y'all got to stop with all this boo-hoo bullshit. The Nets get right in this draft. Trust me on that. I'm positive. I feel so good about
Trust
it.
you
That's why.
or trust Sean Marks?
Sean
Well, you
Marks.
can't trust Sean Marks. I
I mean, you're not in the organization. What you mean trust you?
No, I'm telling you how the business works. You can't have like the reason why they wanted the Nets in Brooklyn.
It's Sean Marks, bro. Anything is possible with him, bro.
Okay, I understand you got a vendetta with Sean Marks. Only thing I care about is the Nets. I don't got a problem with nobody. I want to win a championship and I want to watch fun basketball up the block from my house. That's all I care
Me
about.
too.
No, facts, Hawthorne. But if we do everything right this season, like we're doing right now, then Sean Marks could try to earn some type of grace back. But he has to make the right decisions on draft night if he's still with his team after next year. Like honestly, if we did this right, Hawthorne, let Sean wait, Hawthorne. If we did this right, let Sean finish the rebuild, take an office position under Joe Tsai, and let somebody else be in charge of next year's draft because we have to hit grand slams in that draft. With 6 picks,
he turned the superstars into 16 picks. Now he has to turn
but they forced their way there, and they didn't like Sean Marks. So it's like I don't want these guys to come here and not like the GM that's there. That's the problem.
That's the curse of being able to sign superstars. Unless you get an SGA early in the game, where SGA
that's
is
the curse of you not picking superstars over your.
No, that's the curse of Sean passive Marks, man.
Man. Yo,
that's
a lot of
baggage.
superstars.
It was his fault.
Look at the Clippers. The Clippers didn't do anything wrong organizationally. They just invested in 3 superstars that was doing their own thing.
Pato, they did something badly wrong, man. They traded Shea 7 picks away, man, for George. That's robbery of the highest crime.
Think about how many times they came close. It was just Kawhi was always hurt. That was the problem.
Yeah,
but that's
imagine you had Shea there.
But at the time, John, it wasn't a bad trade.
Yo, we have a championship.
Yeah, but now LM was one of the worst trades of all time, man. OKC became a contender.
Well, maybe if he would have put more around KD, we would have had a championship.
Yeah, probably. But if Shea never developed
this man, KD was out there. Hey, LM, he was out there with Jeff Green going against the Bucks, bro.
Yeah, and let's also remember this. KD played 40 minutes almost every night, too. Like,
how does
wait.
We can't let that fly. Harden and
Kyrie said if he would have put more around, you don't listen.
Hold on. You said the Clippers. You said the Clippers got hurt.
No, Kawhi got hurt.
Okay, Kawhi got hurt for the Clippers. Kyrie got hurt. Harden got hurt.
Okay, but
if the 2 of them play,
that the Clippers,
champions, right?
The Clippers,
hold on, DJ, answer the question. If the 2 of them play, we're champions. Like, this shit is personal.
No,
I don't
it's not personal. It's not personal.
No, but Hawthorne, he's talking about the season after the Bucks thing when our bench was so awful. Remember when KD had to play 40 minutes a night just to stay competitive?
Jonathan, hold up. Let me explain it to him, bro. Because he don't add no context to that Clippers thing, bro. When Kawhi got hurt, they still made it further. You know why? Because of their roster construction.
You mean when Paul George had to put that team on his back?
Yeah, but look at who he had around him, though. He had a good roster. That was a good roster.
It wasn't
that's the thing. If they don't make that trade,
Kawhi didn't get hurt, they would have been in the finals.
If they don't make that trade for Paul George, if they don't make that trade for Paul George, who's to say? I think them niggas is fresh out of luck.
You can say that about the Nets when Kyrie got hurt.
I know that. This why
that's right. Kyrie don't get hurt.
I know that already.
We be busting
when you got Kate, like he's comparing the two,
and they only lost to the champions.
He's comparing the two, but the Clippers made it further than us.
We were destroying fucking the Bucks. I was in Barclays Center. We were killing them.
They only lost to the champions.
Trash, bro. There's no way you could say
that.
Come on. No. Roster trash.
That roster was full of old heads.
Come on.
We was killing them.
That team was
that was mostly all KD, bro.
That team was made to win a title right there.
I think we all agree Kyrie don't get injured. We win that series.
We win the title.
That's not the point, though. The point is that roster construction, bro. There's no way you could say that roster was like a real.
The roster construction was Harden, Kyrie, KD. If they act like normal human beings, and if they don't,
we had Landry Shamet and Jeff Green.
Them niggas don't matter. They don't matter. You had Harden,
You do
Kyrie,
need a
and
good surrounding
KD.
roster around those guys, regardless.
No, then we went to James Johnson, DeAndre
That's
Bembry.
what
We
he's
went
leaving
to
out though. He's
Javon
just
Carter.
thinking.
Remember
Yeah, but that
Javon
was
Carter?
afterwards.
Wait,
That
wait,
was
guys, you guys remember
afterwards.
Javon Carter, man? How
That
bad that guy was?
No,
He
that,
couldn't
that
make a
was
Playing
jump
under the
shot.
center,
they
bro.
were gonna win it all.
You
Can
don't
we
know that.
stop with that? We know that. We
No,
know
you
that.
don't know that because it didn't
We
happen,
were
right?
punishing the champion, the eventual champion. We were beating them by 40. We were busting their ass. You kidding me? Y'all forgot that quick? We were killing them.
Bro, that
You talking
roster
about that?
construction.
Wait,
You
wait,
keep
Pop. You
defending
talking
the
about that
I
roster
year
keep
when the
saying the
Big Three
roster
was together? Oh yeah, we were
construction. They
crushing the
built the
Clippers.
team to
No, you
win.
talking about when the Big Three came together, Popthorn? Yeah, we were crushing the
Okay, but
Clippers.
Scott, you saying they built the team to win? We saw multiple teams built the team to win. They still had a good roster construction.
Who?
The Warriors, the freaking
The
Suns, the
Warriors,
Clippers,
but the
I
Warriors
said
took
it.
them
the
years
Lakers.
before they got like
I
that. They
can keep going
drafted
on, bro.
that.
There's
They
superstar
drafted
teams that
that.
had a good roster
They
construction,
drafted the team. They drafted that
and they
team.
picked up
Correct.
KD and who else did they have on the bench?
When the
When
Nets
they got
picked up their
KD, no,
players,
listen.
they
When
were
they got KD, who
unrestricted
else did they
free
have on that
agent.
roster?
They were stars.
Who?
That
No,
team
not
was
the
built
I'm not
for
talking
a
about that.
title
I'm
right
not talking about
then.
that. See, you're not listening.
To
I'm
be
That
saying
fair,
when they
they're
got
not a good
superstars.
Sean
comparison.
Marks picked up Harden. That team was built to win the title that year.
Bro, y'all think just two
Yeah,
stars
but
or three stars
Scott,
going to get
I
you?
I'm
think
just saying. I'm just
no,
saying.
Scott, you're right. Scott, you're right. But I
I
think
know
you were
I'm
talking
right.
about after that failed year, because then we were just signing guys
Well,
on
he
scrap
sold the team. He put all his chips
This dude
in.
acting like two stars is going to
Yeah,
get you there.
and
You
the
need a
thing is,
roster
Scott,
construction.
Katie signed the contract after that year, and then it was like we got worse with our bench. Like Katie played 40 minutes
I
almost every
understand that
game
the
for that
bench
team.
wasn't good. I understand the bench wasn't good. I'm not getting Sean Marks. Sean Marks
This dude was playing
swing
freaking
for the
Patty Mills
fence.
and
He swung for
over
the
freaking
fence.
Cam Thomas,
He
bro. Like,
swung
y'all
for the
Patty got
fence.
retarded.
gassed, man. Patty had one
I
off
still
game
think
that whole
that
season,
Harden
man.
trade was
Insane.
that before that Harden trade we had depth and we had defense. We had Levert, we had
I
all these niggas
understand that. I
that would have
understand
added
that.
to
But
I
but
think they
but
would have had
LM,
more
but
help
they
if
Yo,
they
I hated
Right.
that trade.
but
I didn't
LM,
like the
but
Harden
I
trade.
LM,
I
but
did
they
not
did
like the
they
Harden
did
trade.
We
I
should
was
we should
grounded
we
up,
should have
but
done
they
what
did
it took to
it.
keep
They were
Jeff Green, man. Losing Jeff Green, man, was a heartbreaker, man, because that guy was
bro,
so good. Jeff Green
LM,
was
what
Yeah.
they
so damn
missing is,
good on
bro,
that team. Honestly, he was fourth or fifth best guy on
I
that
just
team
think
during that
this
we
run.
had
superstar
more
team.
depth
He
with
was
that
good on
team.
Denver. He was good on Denver after.
Yep.
Like
Yeah, but he was great
he
with
was
us, man.
important.
He was
Bruce
really
Brown
good.
was important. You know what I'm saying? There was
They
a
both
lot
was
of
putting up like I think like
Respect Jeff
12 points.
Green.
Yeah, he
We
played a
picked
great
Patty
game.
Mills over Bruce Brown. I'm like, why are we giving up great defense and a versatile guy who's grown so much for a guy who's only 3-point
Right.
shooter at that point?
Before that Harden trade, we had good defense.
Well,
We had
apparently the reason
scorers.
why they let Bruce Brown go is because they wanted height. That's how he explained it.
No, Katie didn't like him for some reason, man, because he was talking smack, saying we're going to do good against Boston. Like, Katie had something
I
against
do
him.
think I do think besides KD, because the Kyrie injury was unfortunate, but we should have had another consistent scorer.
Right.
We know Harden was on one leg, but I mean, we should have
the
had a
main
more consistent scorer next to him.
the main
We had no
Right.
fuck
LM, we
up
didn't have no
when
wings
KD
either, bro.
wanted DeAndre Jordan. That fucked us up.
That was
That fucked us up
awful.
majorly.
$40 million. What a waste
Yeah,
of money, man.
That DeAndre Jordan contract was ass.
Yo, as soon as James Harden came to the team, he told Kyrie KD, yo, get
That was a
DeAndre out
bad
of here. The
trade.
dude is a
That was bad,
crybaby,
too.
man. Remember that Detroit
That was a
game? He was yelling at
horrible.
DeAndre, saying, yo, DeAndre, you don't play no defense? Get the fuck out of here. And he got benched. Like, it was awful,
But
man.
you know how
I
the
mean, at the
Miami
time
niggas
though, he
they
was balling. I think that's the reason why.
He had a few
Then
decent
that got the
games,
coach
but he just got
fired.
lazy after a while.
No, I'm talking about before he got that. When he was about to
Atkinson,
sign with us, he was balling.
Right.
Yeah, I'm
Atkinson
not
wanted
disagreeing. That
to
bench was
play
garbage.
Zion
But
Allen.
like I said, he swung for the fence.
Y'all
I already know
gotta
that
see
though,
the whole
but you've
picture.
seen
He swung for
superstar
the
teams
fence.
actually put roster construction together, even regardless they.
Yo,
Yeah,
but
that's
who's
Sean's
constructing
problem.
the roster
Sean
though?
can't construct a championship team,
That's
man.
what I
Like, that
mean.
was a
Like he can't
problem.
construct a championship team.
Or make decent trades when it matters most,
I don't
too.
agree with that.
But John, that
If
was
they
a
kept Jared
championship
Allen,
team. It was
During that
bad. It was
1 year
a
run,
bad
LM, we're
roster.
talking about the year after that run when he signed all these guys. And here's the thing: we should have traded James Harden to a
That's what I'm
different
saying.
team
You
besides Philly,
re-signed.
No,
man.
but
So how can
I think,
hold up, John?
I think that's
Jonathan, how
true.
can you
But I think
defend that?
Todd is
He
still
said
talking about that before all of that, like that
he
Milwaukee
re-signs Patty
series
Mills.
purely.
He doesn't go get no wings. Like, come on, bro.
He didn't re-sign Drummond.
that-
Listen, I know Drummond was unplayable against the Celtics, but regular season he was good. We should have had him on our bench, man, for
KD
depth.
had to
But
tell
those are
him
like
on
vet
Twitter
minimum
to go get some
contracts.
wings, bro.
But those
Yeah,
are
but we
vet
still
minimum
we were
contracts.
competing at that time though. Easy. We should have kept Drummond. We should have kept Brown.
I
And I'm just
definitely-
like, we
But
letting
we
the
ain't have
best
the cap
guys go on
space off, John.
defense.
But
I'm
we ain't have the
definitely
cap
not
we
space.
letting
was
Sean
like
Marks
we was
off.
like second
And we
in the East
re-signed Patty
around
Mills
that
for what?
time.
Yo, I
Yeah.
can't wait for that
Like,
documentary
that
to
shit
come
was-
out.
We should have
Niggas
traded
around
Joe
second in the
Harris
East
when
at
the
that
time
time.
was right. We
Nobody
waited a
but
year
Pat Thorne,
after we
nobody's
broke down the
disagreeing.
big three to trade Joe. We should have traded Harris to keep Drummond and Brown. Harris was injured at that point, and his stock kind of went down. We should have traded him. I don't know why he kept him.
That was
I
the
don't think
season
they
we
would have
shoulda
got
traded
too
him,
much when he got hurt, though.
But he could have been a salary matching to get at least a decent role player or something. Like we kept
There was
him
rumors
too
of us
long.
getting Miles Turner for Joe Harris.
Yes,
Pick.
I wrote a comment about that too, and I was like, I
That
thought
would
Tom
have.
Turner would be good on
Well,
this team.
that would have been good.
We needed a censor, a young censor. We never got a young
All we
censor.
had to do was
it
offer up Joe Harris,
DeAndre
and Claxton,
Jordan,
some
and
draft picks.
old guys.
Yo, that shit sounds so hard to believe, but it's possible.
Yeah,
It was literally that year when they was about to trade Miles Turner.
They
Right.
waited
They
too
kept
long.
him.
They wait. That's another thing he does. He waits too long.
Harvey was good.
yep.
He doesn't
Yeah, he
know.
doesn't even.
He doesn't know
That
how
was
to
literally
finish
that was
a game.
literally the season after the Bucks run. We was looking at Miles Turner.
Right.
Yeah, we was.
Wasn't the
that
Lakers
roster
looking at him
just need
too?
him
Wasn't
more
the
help.
Lakers looking at him?
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
even
yeah.
that rumors
We was
too.
Yeah, the
looking-
Lakers.
Steve
We had
Nash
the
at the
same-
forefront of all that didn't help either.
We had the same thing. We was looking at Buddy Hield and Miles Turner.
Well, he got the picks back. He got most of the picks back, and he got
If he
I
turns
guess
them,
before he
That's 'cause
gets
we gotta
fired,
keep
he
owning
said,
but
"I
he
believe
was
y'all with this."
fortunate though, Scott. He was fortunate though to get half those
if
picks back.
He got it
turns
back
them-
though.
If he turns those picks into 3 superstars,
Or even
Ooh.
one
I'm
or
not
two.
mad at nobody.
Nope.
I'm not mad at nobody. Sean Marks be the GM forever. I don't give a fuck. You turn that.
You're bugged
You
out.
turn that haul into 3 superstars. I'm not talking about Tobias Harris.
We didn't get nothing for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
talking
James
about.
Harden.
We didn't
You
get nothing
find a
for.
way
Hold
to
on.
get
Pat
Ace
Thorne.
Bailey.
We only got one thing from one of them superstars, and that was KD trade, bro.
Yeah.
What happened? I didn't hear the end.
We only got one. We only got like a good trade haul, like a haul for Kevin Durant. We didn't get anything from James Harden or Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but we still have 16 first-round picks. Like,
Right.
Most of that was from the KD trade.
no, I understand. 10 picks from KD
Yeah.
so far. We still don't know what we're gonna get from DFS and Cam
Most you probably
Johnson.
gonna get is a second round pick.
No, I think you get more.
No, if you wait too long though to trade Johnson,
Yeah,
though, that's
definitely
why
wasn't
we're
no
saying
first-round
trade them
pick.
now when their value is decent. But if they get injured this season, you're gonna have to accept second round
If,
picks. When you
if
can get
Kevin
first with
Johnson comes out on
maybe.
fire, he and a team needs a
Cam
shooter.
Johnson? I think Cam
Yeah.
Johnson, you could get a first round, not DFS. No,
I mean, if Johnson gives you 18 plus points a night, his value would be decent. But
His
if
value
it's
is
less than
number-
that, man,
Yes, it would.
Scott,
Not much.
Memphis was offering first round picks for DFS
Ki-
like last year. We ain't
I
gonna
know,
get that
Yeah,
but he
no
couldn't
worries.
get rid of him though. Yeah,
What
yeah,
you mean we couldn't get rid of him?
not yet. He wasn't sure about what he wanted to do.
Man, if you get offered some first, you take that deal, bro.
right.
Because I think last year they really believed that they can make the playoffs.
That's when we thought we was gonna get Donovan Mitchell, and I told everybody we wasn't.
Right. That's why he took it. That's why he didn't.
Y'all
get rid of him.
remember that bullshit? Do y'all remember that bullshit?
That was John.
man?
He was out here.
No,
spreading
that was
lies.
Sean Marks. That was what
No,
Mark
John,
wanted
that was
to
you,
do.
man. That was
But
you.
Sean Marks wanted him.
Yeah,
John, John,
I was only I was only going by what I saw was going on. I didn't want to go
John,
one
John,
way or
John,
the
don't cap,
other
bro.
because then I
John,
would
you
cross
actually
my
believed
wires and
that
I
we
would
was
get a
gonna
whole bunch of
get-
crap for it, man.
I
Nah,
never-
John,
I
you was up
never
there talking
wanted
about
him.
we gonna get this, that. John, you even gave us a trade proposal of what?
No, I was.
Yes, you did.
Listen, at the point, that's where it felt like it was
This man-
going because
hold
Sean.
up. Scott, he said we was gonna
But I-
get Donovan Mitchell for CJ. We trade CJ DFS for and get Donovan Mitchell. He's crazy.
And picks
But
at the point.
look-
and
look
picks.
at it there.
Sometimes,
Look-
though.
but-
know.
But look, can you imagine though if they had got Donovan Mitchell with
We would've
Cam
lost
Thomas
regardless. You saw
and
us?
and your wings that you got? You know, I
Right.
mean, that would have been a good
Right.
We would've been
offensive
like the Cavs
team.
2.0. We would have been like the Cavs 2.0, Scott. Like you
I
did
know.
Connie
Would've.
Claxton, Jared
But at
Allen,
the
no,
Mobley.
time, though,
Kinda
I
switch
understand
roles.
At the time,
He
I
would not be able to
understand why
swing though.
people. I understand why people wanted to do it because
Nah, I don't understand it.
we couldn't afford to be bad because Houston owned our picks.
Right.
So at the same time, we had to do something.
Right. That's where
That's just
my
the
Yeah.
mind
case
was
with
at.
that.
But then when Joe started talking about rebuild, I was like, okay, we might go somewhere else. I was opening my mind up to it, but I was trying to go by where we would
Y'all
think
was
we were
saying some
going.
crazy names up here. Zion. I heard Brandon Ingram one time.
Now we would discuss all possibilities at
Yeah,
that
if you
point.
talk about being good because we don't want to give another team a top 3 pick again, then yeah, I
But
understand
LM,
that
the
Right.
crazy
aspect.
part
But
is
Right.
all these players they was naming, bro. None of them teams was looking to trade day players.
Nah, they
So
didn't
what
want to
was the
give
touch?
it. They didn't want to give it up.
I mean, Donovan Mitchell was valid. I don't think that was the wrong choice. I mean, he
We on
wanted
the
to stay
right
in New
track
York at the
now.
time.
Yeah, we on a better track. I think
Yeah,
this is good.
yeah.
This is
Now.
good.
We're on a great track as far as rebuild
We're
Yeah,
not
goes.
on the
this is
great
good.
track until I see him draft Cooper or Ace.
Right, I'm with DJ on that. We got to aim high, man. If we're doing this
Now you
all
give me
right this season, we got to aim high for a good pick,
Until we
man.
draft one of them
you
dudes,
give
either
me
one of them dudes,
Edgecombe,
that's when we on the great path.
like you
And
give
then
me an Edgecombe and like I take Edgecombe and maybe like that center from South Sudan, that
Oh,
17-year-old.
I'm
I
telling y'all,
said
somebody
there's
need
there's
to
a lot.
kidnap Josiah and Sean Marks, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro.
yeah, but here's
Yo,
the thing, though.
it'll
Can
go
Sean
good.
Marks get over his phobia of not wanting big men on his team? If he would actually go for somebody like Common, we'd be a way
He
bigger
needs to
team
stop
with
being a
Common and
cheap owner.
Claxton.
That's what he needs to stop doing.
Good point. Good point.
yo,
Phobia is
this is
crazy.
the Wemby era. You need somebody that can try at least to guard Wemby. You know,
That's
Claxton
true.
can't guard Wemby. This
I
is
knew LM would
this
agree
Nobody
to
can
that
era
really
of
shit. I
guard
knew
Wemby
LM
though.
would agree to that shit right
this
there,
era
bro.
of basketball is gonna be about that dude. And if you could put players on the floor that could beat that dude, if you can't, then you wait. It's a waste of time.
So
Like
what
Nick,
you saying? Draft 7 foot niggas?
No,
yeah,
we should. He's saying we should have broke this up a
Any
year
seven
ago and just
footer,
got
right?
Wemby. That's what he's
Pop
saying. He
on,
That's
said
what
we
he's
should have got
saying.
Wemby a
Nobody
year
can guard
ago.
Wemby, bro.
Get Taco and just throw that nigga at him. Like get Taco.
I just hoping Phoenix have a
None of
bad
these
year.
dudes in this upcoming draft can guard
Honestly,
Wemby.
it doesn't matter anymore, Scott. They're not. We don't have their picks anymore. Wait, we have one pick. I think we could get from
Yes,
them. A
we do. We
swap,
got
right?
one.
The
Yeah.
swap, right? Okay.
You can go get a 7-7. Ain't nobody guarding Wemby, bro. Not even in
Yeah,
this draft.
the
yeah.
way they did it with Shaq, the way San Antonio used to beat Shaq, it wasn't like they would go, "Oh, just put Duncan on him."
Bro,
Oh, they would send
You can't stop
Bro.
Wemby though. You can't stop Wemby.
bro,
You can stop Wemby.
bro.
No, you
Wemby
He
can
can
can't.
stop.
I
stop
haven't
I've
seen
seen
Wemby.
nobody
all.
stop him.
He
But
can
he's got
stop
Chris
Wemby.
Paul now, man. The point
What you
G.
mean
That
stop
guy's a
him? You
magician
what,
with
bro?
assists. He's
That's
gonna
like
have
saying you
Wemby
can
all
stop
over the
LeBron
floor,
or you can
man.
stop
It's not.
one of these other
It's
super. Like,
not
come on, bro. You can't
stopping
stop
him.
Wemby.
It's listen. You couldn't stop Shaq back in the day, but the
TT.
You
way
can't stop Wemby.
they beat, but there's a way that you can play that you send
You can get
players at
physical with him.
waves.
No, PT. We are forgetting a main component. Tim Duncan is probably a top 10 defender.
Right.
None of
Of
these dudes
Right,
in this
course.
but
upcoming
what
draft is
he's
that.
saying is if Tim is on Shaq by himself, he's getting bodied. Like that's too
There was
much
a few
strength
times
and
Shaq was on Tim.
firepower.
LM, don't do that.
On,
There was a few
on,
times Tim
But
was on
LM,
Shaq alone and he
you.
blocked
I
him.
mean, I seen
I'm
Giannis
not. I'm
get.
not. I'm not saying that Tim can't
Yeah,
defend.
you
That's
don't
not
play.
the point. The fact of the matter is, 9 times out of 10, that's too much weight and strength coming at you. No offense to Tim, but Shaq was still dominant during that time. It's a team effort for that.
No, but LM, but
You,
here's the thing, right?
Right.
You not gonna
And
unless you telling me you're
and
trying to find a top 10, top 20 defender of all time to go against Wendy. You might
That's
as
what
well
I'm saying.
just play
Nobody
your
stopping
game.
Wemby, bro.
You just have to play
well,
your
Wemby
game.
is a team
no,
effort. I don't
Yeah, you
think
got
it's one
points.
player that's going to stop to
You
do the
gonna
stopping.
need,
It's
hey,
a
LM,
team
you gonna
effort.
need your whole team stacked full of 7-footers
I
to stop
mean,
Wemby.
I've seen
you can.
Jonathan Isaac guard Wemby well, and Isaac like
Yeah, but that's because
6'11".
they got physical with him. But did
Jonathan
he
I
stop
Isaac
to
is
mean,
stop him?
probably
you
a
ain't
top
gonna
But
10
LM,
never
defender in the league right
stop.
That's
now.
what
but
I'm
LM,
saying.
The
answer me
word,
though.
the word
You
LM,
need
stop.
dudes that
I don't
LM,
know
did
what
he
y'all
stop
mean
him?
by that. I don't
Did
know
he
what y'all
stop
mean
him?
by
Yeah, that's what,
that.
like
I don't know what y'all
Nah, he
I'm
said
talking
stop
about.
Wemby. That's what Hawthorne said.
You
I'm
gotta
not
you
talking
gotta
about.
put players in position that they not comfortable shooting at. If you know he
Yeah,
wanna
that's
go
what
on the
I'm
block,
saying.
Yo,
you be in
Scott,
the block.
you
You
seen
be
people
in the
get
block.
Right.
Let him
Scott, you
go
seen
through
players,
you. He
I don't know
has
what
to
they
go
mean
through
by
you.
stop. If you're
but
talking
Scott, you
I
about
seen
don't know what
players.
y'all
contain
mean by
and
stopping. You're
if
not
you're
gonna
talking
stop
about
him from
if
scoring.
you're talking
Yeah,
about
nobody was
contain
stopping
or
Wemby from
limit,
scoring.
contain or limit, I'm with that. If you're talking about limiting him,
exactly.
then that's good.
Right.
But
And you
stop
have to
is
I
have
ain't
the
seen
Like
nobody
ability
limit
to
him
do
yet.
it.
Nobody ever. The defense. The game is offense.
Wemby's
The
worst
NBA won
game was
offense.
against
The
Orlando.
game won
This whole season, Wemby's worst game was against Orlando.
Right.
That is a fact.
Hey,
His
listen, when
worst game
Wemby
was
has it
against
That's
all
because
figured
it's
Orlando.
the
out in a
team
year or two
too.
from now,
Well,
watch out. This guy's
Ellen,
going
that
to
was
Isaac
resurrect
held that
himself.
nigga down.
Minnesota too.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's.
Minnesota did good against Wemby.
Yeah, they play him good because they got people to body him. They play on. They know.
They
They
can
know
throw
when.
defenders
They
out.
know
That's
when
the
he
difference,
wants
though.
the
You have
ball
to have,
at.
like a team full of like
You know.
7-footers, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It doesn't
saying.
necessarily got to be like as long as you
Nah,
got.
they two,
I
bro.
think
They
Wemby.
what? They
I think
three
Wemby
players.
struggle with guys that's like
They three
around the
players is like almost
6'10"
7 foot
to
tall, bro.
6'11" mark.
Who can push him and who's quick. He has
Minnesota
a harder time
got
with
Put
that.
the elbow in his ribs. You gotta put
Yeah.
you have to be physical with that kid, and you gotta
But you're
have.
not gonna stop him from scoring, though.
No, this
No,
place in the NBA never gonna
that's
stop.
not what you're trying to
He's
do.
just talking about limited him and contain it. He's not talking about stop. He's just saying you got to limit him
Yes.
somehow, which he can, which
Yo.
is possible.
He's not gonna. He's not gonna
Right.
not miss a shot.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody
yeah,
shooting
yeah,
100% on the
right.
floor. Ain't nobody shooting
Right.
100%.
I wish we had.
This game, he's gonna go 6 for
Probably
20.
should
This
tank a
game, he's
year
gonna
ago,
go.
DJ.
Nah,
His
The
games
free-
where he's
the
gonna
fi-
go like 7 for
Jonathan,
24.
Wemby is
His
a
games
whole
where he's
different
gonna go
breed,
10
bro.
for 23.
I know, man, but hey,
A
we gonna be
percentage
part
or
of the
two
draft
makes
next
a
Looking
big
at all
year,
these
dog.
other teams, I'd be like, yo, BK. I'd be looking at all these other teams, bro. I'd be like, dang, bro, why that can't be us?
I'm just glad we don't got to face Wemby in the West,
I
man.
agree.
Like,
We have a
that's the
chance. Though. We have a
benefit.
chance. Though we have a chance.
Do
Yeah, we
we?
do.
The point.
I
The
think we
chance of
do.
what?
point
Wait,
is-
BK, chance of what?
Listen, I definitely agree with DJ in terms of his. He doesn't believe in Sean Marks.
I don't believe in
Oh,
Joe.
yeah,
I
I
don't believe
know.
in Sean Marks. I don't believe in none of this.
I know
stuff.
y'all don't believe in shot. I don't believe him neither. But
Honestly,
believe in
Scott, the
Coach
best
Jordan
thing is
until
to
I
let
see
him finish this rebuild out and hire somebody new next year. Let it be a clean slate next year. We're in a draft. We have the most picks. Let a new GM with a mindset of thinking 3 to 4 years down this rebuild route that actually knows how to get
Nobody
everything
gonna want us
together
to
the
take
right
on
way.
this next job. I'm
Like,
telling
that
you.
would be
Well,
smart for this team's
yeah.
future.
yeah,
If you draft
yes.
Ace, I don't care.
We
I
gotta
don't
clean.
care.
We gotta clean out the
Put
entire
Elmer
organization.
Fudd in the fucking GM.
Definitely got to be
I
some
don't
changes.
care.
I mean, how many
Nah,
Brooklyn Nets
Jonathan, I'm talking about
officials
like
left?
everybody in that
No, but wait, how
organization
many
has to
Brooklyn
go.
Nets officials left this season? How many officials left? More than
Well, the
like
coaching
15.
staff is totally almost
Coaching staff, assistant
Totally
coaches, the
different
guy that
coaching
was
staff.
underneath
Go over
Sean
there with,
Marks
Ime.
left to go to the Hornets to become their GM. Like,
Nah,
that's
wait, hold up,
worrisome.
John. Didn't
They
our
fired
whole
the
coaching staff
trainer.
go?
I was so happy.
Wait, what, DJ?
Our entire coaching staff is with Ime right now.
A good amount of them. I mean, that's a little worrisome too. I mean, even our health staff
Our
has
coach in
left this
South
team.
Sudan, they got two. They
They
got
went
two
over
of
there to
our
go be with a real
coaches.
coach.
Nah, they got homeboy coach in South Sudan too. Like, and he's doing good. What's his name? He was our coach, our bench coach for a while.
Roy Ivy.
Oh yeah, he's getting a lot of attention. They say he could be a coach one day.
Yo, he looked good,
BK.
man.
Yo, BK. Ime was Udoka was like, yo, y'all next coaches come over here, bro. Come be with a real coach. Bro.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And then Kenny's like, "You want to get me away from my boys? I'm gonna go right back to him in the Cavs."
Yeah, that was on Sean Marks, right? I mean, not Sean Marks, Joe's side. He let the media really
That's
kind
a
of.
great fail. That is he had it. He had
It's crazy because
He
like
hired him, but he opened his mouth. If he just was a bad boy that moved in silence, Udoka would be our coach right now.
Well, bad
nah,
boy.
wasn't there
You know what?
Okay,
DJ might be
justify
right, though,
that
man.
possible.
I don't think the NBA doesn't want to see the Brooklyn Nets succeed
Well,
like,
because
why
they're
do
a
they say
dysfunctional
things about
franchise.
Houston?
They know that we're a dysfunctional franchise and we're gonna mess up everything we touch.
Everything the GM, everything.
Nah, Scott, come on, you can't keep defending this, bro.
Everything the commissioner.
I'm just saying, I don't think the league
We
wants
messed
the,
up. We
the
ruined
Nets
everything.
to fail.
Hold up, John. Scott, we ruined everything we touched, bro. KD, Kyrie, James Harden.
I don't think that means
I don't think that was.
I don't think that means the league wanted to be
I don't think the league wants them
for
to
the
fail.
rebuilding
don't wanna
part of
see-
this,
Yeah.
I mean, Sean
They
could
know-
probably get it.
Hold on, Ellen.
None of that shit. The commissioner didn't want us to sign Udoka. We listened.
The NBA,
The commissioner didn't want us
the
to
NBA
sign
knows.
Kyrie.
The
The
NBA
commissioner
knows if we
didn't
get
want us
Cooper, we're gonna mess that up too.
Nah.
Nah,
we get
I don't mean that's not.
I hope
I don't
not.
think that.
You got a lot of
I don't think that way.
I mean,
That's
Scott,
not
here's the
good.
thing. Let's say the rebuild goes well the next 2 years. The
like
thing
Sean
is
If
this,
Marks
though.
told
anything,
Sean
Kyrie,
is
gonna
not
if
going to draft
anything,
all those picks. Sean is
if
probably going to use
anything,
out
they
those
would want
picks to
him
get another
here.
star to play with these guys. But
watch
you don't want
one
that to be the
day.
same mistake again.
Jonathan,
Like, you have to
Jonathan,
worry
Listen,
one
about
day.
that a
unless
little
any of
bit.
the other big teams, listen, if we're talking about if a Boston was rebuilt, any of these other, if a LA, if that was the case, then cool, I can see that because they
Tell
are
me one thing
also
we
big
haven't messed up
markets.
then.
But
Huh?
other than that, they want to see
We out here
these
giving
dudes
role
in
players
big
$100 million.
markets. Like
I don't think they want to
I
see the
don't think
Nets fail. I don't
Look,
think that
No, they
yeah,
they
know.
don't
like
want to see
they
that.
know that's
Scott, bro, we're a
they know that's
dysfunctional
money in their
franchise, and the NBA
pockets.
knows it.
Huh?
No,
They
The
know that
NBA
there's
knows we're
money
a
in their
dysfunctional
pockets.
I
franchise. They don't
think
want to
I
see
ain't
DJ's
it.
hear you,
point is more
DJ.
about who's in charge of the team. I don't think it's really about the NBA. I think the NBA, if
It's
we
a
play our cards right,
conspiracy. I'm
we'll have a
telling
shot
you,
at a
it's a
good pick.
conspiracy,
But
bro.
it's who's in charge right now. We
If
don't
it's
want the
any
same
team,
mistakes
if
again.
it's any team they want, I think the league want to see fail. I think it's
Hey, yo,
Detroit.
LM. I'm telling you, it's us, it's the Pistons, and it's who else? It's the Hornets, bro. Those are the three teams that they don't
I don't think we own it.
see,
I
bro.
think it's Detroit and Washington. I agree
yo,
with that, but I don't think it's us on there.
Nah, we
yo,
definitely
Sure.
on there.
can I tell you something?
You saw what they
My,
did.
my
You saw what
boy,
the NBA did to tear apart the big three.
That
yo,
wasn't
Well,
the
I
NBA.
don't blame that. I don't think that was the NBA.
Yeah, that wasn't the
I think that
NBA.
was the
Oh,
New York
It was
Scott.
everybody.
media. I think
Nah,
That
that
was
was
the
Scott,
New
New
Scott,
York
York.
Scott.
media.
That's
It was
Knick
Scott. It was
fans.
the
Nah, that was
media.
everybody.
No, wait, Scott. It
No
was
fucking way,
That's
bro.
Knick fans. That's
Scott.
Nick
It was the
Royals.
media.
Are you
No,
calling that
Scott.
an
It was the
NBA
media in
conspiracy right
general,
there, bro?
man.
Y'all niggas are crazy right now,
I don't.
bro.
Nah,
I
easy on
just
that
think
Yeah,
one.
that
I
was
don't
New
agree
York
with that.
media.
It wasn't the
It's a
NBA. It was just
conspiracy.
Kyrie or some
Yo,
bullshit.
you
I
put it on
can't
the
wait for that
NBA's
documentary
wild
to come
crazy.
out, bro. If there is one,
No,
The 30
listen.
for
Can I be
30?
honest with you? Every time when we were
it's gonna be
doing
called
good,
the. It's
wait.
gonna
Every
be called
time the
what is it
big.
gonna call
No, listen.
the
When KD,
biggest
Kyrie.
disappointment in NBA history?
No, DJ, this is the funny thing. When I watched NBA today, whenever we were doing good, they were like, "Oh my God, these guys are actually doing good. Can they hold it?" And then we do bad. They said, "Oh my God, every time KD's injured, it's like the Nets are in the seven circles of hell." Like literally,
And I
they're like
think
breaking
the
down. I
Nets
want out.
owner didn't have no balls. I
I'm not gonna
really
lie.
don't.
Ooh.
He didn't sit there and go, you know what? Y'all better leave my team
KD,
alone.
Jonathan, KD getting injured was like
Yeah,
a
leave my.
curse for our team, bro.
No, listen, I'll give KD this. He kept his
Think
head
about it,
down,
yo,
but as soon
Jonathan.
as he
Think
said
about it,
something,
Jonathan.
they would rip him apart too. Like I understand why he didn't say
Jonathan, think about
much.
it. The first time he got injured, right? Harden had
Yeah.
to play by himself. He got upset. He asked for a trade. The next year, KD gets hurt again, and then Kyrie leaves, bro.
Oh, that's when Bruce Brown bumped into his leg, man. Maybe that's why he didn't want it back, because the way he bumped into his leg, yeah, it was
That's
blood.
funny.
Yeah, Bruce, you ain't falling on my leg again.
but the
That
thing
was rough.
y'all not calculating is there are 4 million people in Brooklyn. Nike wants to sell sneakers. Jerseys need to get sold, and even being garbage, we still was in the top 5 of jersey sales. We are
Right,
in a
right.
major market. The
I know
NBA
that.
is about money. And
That's
guess
why
what?
the Nets can't fail.
No,
That's what I'm
Parthos
saying.
making so many valid points, but it's really up our current management to get this all right. It's not the outside; it's the inside.
It's the
That's
draft
where our
pick.
huge problem has been.
Listen, we'll
If the
always be
Nets
looked at
get a
as
top 3
the
pick,
stepbrothers.
if the
we always
Nets get a
looked
top
at
3
like that,
pick,
bro.
Mm-hmm.
you know then. You should know then.
Well,
You
we
should
would have
know
done everything
that the
right.
league
We would have
Right.
done
wants.
everything right to
You'll
get
I
know
that
agree.
pick.
that.
I don't
I
think getting
agree.
a
If
top
they
three
are
pick
3,
solve our problems though. I don't think getting
if we
just getting
even
a
in the
pick
top
solves our
5,
problems.
That
I
jersey
think
gonna sell like
that's a top
crazy.
3 pick. Ace, if we get Ace
Are we in
before
it
them
for
jerseys is
jersey
out
sales
of
or a
there.
championship though?
They're
What are
gonna
we in
sell
it
like
for?
hotcakes.
But
I'm
what
not
we in
talking
it for?
about
The
what we
jersey or
in it
championship?
for. I'm not talking
Both.
about what we in
Championship.
it for.
They
It's
talking about
about what the
jerseys. I don't know what
commissioner,
they're
what
talking
the
about.
NBA is in it
I'm in it
for.
for both. We need players
No,
here
I
that's
want a championship.
exciting.
Forget the jerseys.
No, but I'm just saying you need players.
Right.
Right.
You need players for that.
They
Y'all,
would
you need niggas
love,
that can sell jerseys. You need niggas that can get these niggas that want to see ball into
And
the bar
and
plays.
and I mean everybody in New York should not even be disputing
Barclays
that
been I'm not gonna lie.
because
This season,
the
Barclays
Knicks,
Great.
the Knicks and Madison Square Garden sell out all the time, and they suck, and they sell out. Highest ticket sale
that's
in
because
the
they fans
NBA.
are just loyal.
They pay more money for tickets than anybody in the NBA. Think
Them
about it.
tickets, I ain't gonna lie, them tickets would be
Think
high.
about what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
and not
Ain't no
worth
rush.
it.
Ain't no rush to the Knicks. The Knicks ain't gotta win.
Yo,
They
I almost
already
got
won. on.
I don't know if y'all went to the Nets games, bro. Barclays was empty, bro. It was just
Yeah, I
quiet.
know. They need a
Why do you
superstar.
think that is? Why do
They
you
need a
think that
superstar.
is?
Yo,
Nah,
last year
bro.
shocked me, man. Last year shocked me. I go to like 13 games a year.
I didn't even see
Last year,
anybody sitting in the
last
seats,
year
bro.
I didn't even go that much, but last year they like just look at the stats. You could Google it. These niggas was actually selling tickets last year. Now this year I don't know about it, but last year
No,
they
we wasn't.
was
We wasn't.
building a nice little fan base, man. It takes time. The Mets, the New York
Nah,
Mets was like
there was
this.
some. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
was hearing.
When we played Detroit at home, the seats was packed. I ain't like I don't know why niggas popped up to that game specifically, but that
Yo,
shit was packed in there.
BK. I saw kids at the games. They was talking about something, man. Who are these players on this team, bro?
Wait, say that again.
Nah, that's not
There
true.
was
The kids
there was
are the
kids at the
players on the
game talking about
team.
who are these players, bro? Where's KD and Kyrie at?
Nah, that's not
Yo,
true.
listen,
That's
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 how
not
the
not
true.
true.
NBA got
That
rich
is not
off
That's
true,
not
bro.
true.
marketing stars, man. I mean,
Nah, I'm
marketing
Yo,
serious. Nah,
stars.
LM, I'm
yo,
serious. I'm so
my
serious.
son hoops. My
No,
son
most of the
hoops.
kids on this team
Uh,
before he got traded, there was Mikel jerseys, Cam jerseys. This always
Nah, there was
they know
kids.
who
They
these
was like
niggas
they
are,
had
bro.
they was
They
already.
know
They
who
was like, yo,
Cam
Where
is.
the
KD and
kids know
Kyrie
Right,
at,
they
better
bro?
know
than
who
us.
Cam is. They know
They was
who these
hyped,
niggas
bro.
are, bro.
When they found out they got traded, they was like, oh, we gotta go. We gotta leave, bro.
Well, all that's going to change if they get Ace Bailey.
Yo, you get Ace Bailey,
It's
and
on and popping.
I guarantee you, not a single net outside of us, bro. Not a single Nets fan is gonna know
You
who
just
Ace Bailey
need
or
you
Coach
need
Flag
some
is.
excitement to
bro,
bring to the to want to see these guys play, man. You need some excitement in the Barclays. Yo, I want to see a game. Like you need some player
Honestly, when
that's
they
gonna
left, I
add to
thought
that.
Cam was gonna be that guy, but then I guess that wasn't
He
true.
still might be.
Nah, he wasn't getting that crowd going.
nah,
That's not true.
He
He
still
was
might
that
be.
Nah, the
he
last time
was
I saw him get
definitely
the crowd going was when he had them 40-point
I
games. That was it.
listen. The
Niggas got
rivalry
him
nah. That's
between the
not
two
true.
teams
That's not true.
in New
Cam,
York.
Niggas got him
if you've
averaging
been
30
to
this year.
Listen, I seen
dog,
Cam make Nick fans cry. You know
Yeah,
that.
but I'm talking
me
about
too.
this season though.
yo,
That's
Literally.
This
for
season,
everybody
I
that
didn't see
goes
much
to
of that,
Nets
bro.
games, Cam, this last season, Cam was
Mikel was getting people more hyped than what
the
Cam
only
was.
nigga that was on the court that niggas was cheering for. All these other
yeah.
niggas on the players was not cheering for anybody else other than Cam Thomas.
They didn't even
Well,
they didn't even cheer for Mikal. I thought they were gonna love him. They didn't even cheer for him. He's boring. But Cam
well, in
captured
hindsight, Hawthorne, we understood why. We understood why they didn't cheer.
Yeah,
He's
Why
a
they ain't
bum.
cheer,
yeah.
John? Why they ain't cheer?
Because the dude's a sellout, and he didn't want to be in Brooklyn.
I
Like
did.
the
I
fans, I think
don't.
knew it before we
I
did.
don't hate him for it.
Yo,
I don't hate
Johnson.
him.
I
I don't hate him
Johnson,
for it.
trust
I
me, bro.
think
No,
he'd
I
be all
understand. I
right.
understand. It was a business decision for him. It was his business decision. I understand that much.
It's less pressure
But
for
it's
him
not
to
a waste
play
of
the
time.
Knicks.
Bro, them three
Well, we
niggas could
probably
have
should
been.
trade him
I
last
think it's
year.
just because I think it's just because the Knicks. But them three niggas could have been anywhere. They would have stayed in here to play with his homeboys.
Y'all saw what Mikel was saying about the Nets fan base, bro. I was quiet.
Yeah,
Let me wrap.
I got the
There's an
I got
echo. But let me wrap this up. Let me get some sleep, man.
All
Chloe,
right.
This was a very fun show tonight, guys.
Machine is
Man. Great
past the
discussions, man. Great
At
discussions.
least niggas ain't go crazy this stream. God damn,
Nah,
boy.
Yeah, this is actually
easy.
fruitful,
We
man.
like these type of streams, man. These are the fun streams where we can have so many discussions, and it never has to be personal, man. That's what we started this for, man. At the end
All
of the
right.
day.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Like, comment,
Peace.
subscribe.
YouTube.
Yeah, share the video. When you share, the universe shares back with you. Peace.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Good night.